Hey, what's up, you guys? Shardimus Prime here, aka Russ Mang, here on the Russ Toy Reviews channel, doing another live stream. I see TalkerArt over there waiting in the wings, and uh, God damn it, I see Tail Man right there. Okay, so I got the chat over to the side. I got Boog over here on. Okay, Boog's in the waiting room right over here. All right, so just really quick, why I'm doing few people have questions about why I'm doing it on this channel instead of my main channel. There's a whole bunch of reasons, but one reason in particular is that I want to make sure that they could both talk freely. I don't want them to worry about censorship or anything like that. I don't want any strikes on my main channel. I don't want strikes on either of the channels, but if I'm gonna get a strike for doing this, I'd rather have it on this one. All right. So I'm just doing it to protect myself. Also, amongst several other reasons. And then the other thing too is while I know part of one big reason why we're doing this over here is I feel confident that both Boog and Talker want to come to some kind of resolution. Like they're both doing this in good faith. So I'm I'm facilitating this with that information in mind. And I'm going to go ahead and bring them both in here. I don't have a script. None of this is fake. Everybody's pissed off. It's all real. Everybody hates everybody. All right, now. Okay, here we go. We got Boog and we got Talker all in the same room. And I hope everybody could hear me okay and I could hear you guys okay. Boog, Talker, how are you guys doing?
What's up, man? Happy to be here.
All right. Thank you both for making it. I'm gonna try to get the layout. Here we go. I'll make myself all big and the two of you all smaller. I'm playing around with my StreamYard layout over here. Um so recently, here I'll just leave it like that. Make it equal. We have all three of us there on camera. Okay. Boog, thank you for coming out here and doing this. Talker, thank you for coming out here and doing this. I know there's people watching this that there's people that like Boog that don't like Talker. There's people that like Talker that don't like Boog. I ask those of you watching to give respect to the ones that you don't like because no matter how you look at it, they both showed up here and they both decided to confront this situation like men. Okay, so give them the respect that they're both due for that. We're here to have a conversation, and before we get to that, I also want to mention for those that aren't really up to speed, and just to give you my general perspective of where things are at over here, just to put it out there. I know Talker has been really upset at Boog for Boog posting or reposting the video from San Diego Comic Con last year, that situation and encounter with Dan Yoon. That has pissed off TalkerArt. And I know Boog, rightfully so, is pissed off about all the shit talking that he's done in his most recent video, which I personally think went way too far. I didn't like that myself. And that's kind of like the most slimmed down, narrow version that we have, or that I have here with the conflict between these two guys. So I just I'm gonna give the floor. I'm gonna. I don't know where to start, to be honest with you, but I'm gonna let Boog go first because Talker had talked so much shit last time, and while I'm gonna try to be as fair as possible, I mean it's impossible to be totally imbalanced here. All right, I'm gonna try to be as fair as I can, but Boog and I have been friends way longer than Talker and I have, and we've had more experiences and I mean, like, come on, man, it's like it's all there for everybody to see, but I'm trying to be as fair as I can with everybody here. But because Talker went and did his whole spiel, I'm giving the floor first to Boog. So Boog, how are you doing? And what would you like to say to Talker in response to the video of him talking a ridiculous amount of disrespectful shit?
Like I said to you in private, I just think that the shit was crossing the line. It was a level of disrespect um that I don't know how it gets to that level of disrespect when at the core of this it's a toy community, you know? So I want Talker to have an opportunity to go ahead and say why he thinks that was warranted, why he thinks that was um, cool, and how we got to this point. I want to know what you think led up to this point that says that all of that was okay. What did I do that put you on the defense, supposedly, and made you think that all of that hooting and hollering and all of that bullshit was all good? Tell me your recollection of our history and our history of interactions. Tell me how you think it got to this point.
Um, First off, I'm just a toy dude, just a stupid YouTube channel. That it never really meant much to me to do YouTube. Basically, I just wanted to show off my collection and get a free pass to Comic-Con. And then YouTube, Shart's part of the reason why I did a YouTube channel. I saw one of his Marvel Legend Collector videos a long time ago. Thought it was really super cool. Occasionally, I would dabble on your channel. I thought it was also really well done. I thought your Marvel knowledge was second to none, and at least until X-Manny came around. And then I thought it was cool. I never really had any interaction with you at all. And then all of a sudden you pop up in my feed and you're clowning some dude, which I thought you were clowning me. And then you and me got back and forth onto it. And then you told me you were a guy that stays in his own lane, minds his own fucking business, but yet you're over on my channel fucking with me, fucking with somebody else. And that just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And then I'm over here doing my own thing, minding my own business. And I post a video at Comic-Con.
All right, let me stop you. Let me stop you.
All right.
When you inaccurate, I'm gonna stop you. If I'm inaccurate, you stop me.
All right, go ahead.
Let's give the details on that very first interaction.
Uh-huh.
You said you was watching my channel, you was commenting on my channel. Unbeknownst to me, I didn't really know about your channel when you came on the scene on YouTube. I didn't really know what you had going on. I definitely saw a couple of your videos because I do remember your backdrop is a very unique backdrop. I do remember seeing that you had a big collection, a lot of different vintage Toy Biz stuff. I do remember that time and seeing your channel. I never interacted with you. I never said anything for or against you. I never said anything. Yes, somebody from your channel, I guess, or maybe they were a viewer of both of our channels or whatever the case may be, came over to my channel and somehow it got over to your channel and we were going back and forth. Immediately, you jumped out the window. Like you jumped out the fucking window immediately with your response back to me and saying, listen, man, I've been on YouTube all of this time. I've been watching your videos. You never commented on my video, but here you are commenting on my video. And you went like off the fucking deep end, telling me all about myself and this and that, how your collection is bigger than mine and all of this dumb shit that don't have nothing to do with nothing. And I said to you, yo, man, I'm not trying to fight with you. I never had no problems with you. You jumping off the deep end. I wasn't even talking to you. I'm chilling, man. Like I'm not in a dick measuring contest with you. That's what I told you at that time.
Exactly. You're 100% correct.
All right. So from that point on, I knew that I wasn't fucking with you because it was just like, oh, you had that in the tuck. Like you was waiting to say that shit. So you speaking out of both sides of your mouth. You were a fan. You thought my Marvel knowledge was cool and all of that shit. But at the same time, you had a bullet loaded up in the chamber just in case Boog came at you in some type of way. You could say all of that wild shit that you said. At that moment, I knew that I wasn't fucking with you. And that was that. However, you fast forward and way ahead in terms of the San Diego Comic-Con video. You continued to comment on my videos. Every once in a while, you would comment on my videos. Sometimes it would be little funny shit. Sometimes it would be, taking shots. You continue to talk about me every so often in your videos. Sometimes people from your channel will come over to my channel, say little funny shit. I knew every time that you mentioned me, because people would come over and they would say little funny shit, or even sometimes they would be as frank to just be like, "Oh, I came from Talker's channel," or whatever the case may be. So,
I literally
mind
sent
you,
people your
mind
way.
you,
Wait, hold on.
Is that a bad
Let him
thing?
respond
I,
to.
I mean, I don't know. It was negativity. It was shit that I didn't really necessarily want to.
Negativity, like
It was shit that I necessarily didn't necessarily want
I
to.
take this shit light. You take it serious. When I'm doing a
I take
video,
disrespect serious. Yes, I take disrespect
okay, and I
serious.
tell people to go check you out that you could use some views. How's that a bad
Listen,
thing?
listen, man. Listen, man. We not doing this right now. I'm not insulting you. I'm actually just speaking the real and talking about what's real. If you want to just get on here and just start insulting each other and your ego can't take reality, then
Okay,
we can stop this shit right now.
okay, hold on,
Not,
1
not
second. Hey,
insulting you yet.
wait. Let me
So
sit
pull
in here.
back.
I want to just make sure that we're sticking to facts here. All right, we're going to focus on what actually has been happening, right? Like what really happened, and how, like, is he wrong in what he was saying, what had happened? Like, I just want to make sure that we have facts
Like I
laid
said,
out in
if I'm
clear.
lying or if something that I'm saying is inaccurate, then please do correct me. But
I just think you're taking it all in the wrong direction.
no,
I've
it's not
sent
the wrong
people your
direction.
channel
If the wrong
because you
direction
got a
would be
good channel. Are you gonna let
me
anybody
saying
talk
some
with
shit that's
yourself, Bud?
false.
You're the
Okay,
only one talking, bro.
so let him. So give him a chance.
The wrong direction would be me saying something that's false. If I'm
You're
saying
still
something that's
talking.
false,
You're
then
still the
correct
only
me.
one talking.
Go ahead. Go for it.
Give him a chance to explain himself.
Go for it.
I take it light. You take it serious. I tell people you got a good channel because you do have a good channel. If I send people your way, you're going to take that as a negative. I send people your way. What is the big fucking deal? You send
That's not what I'm saying to
people
you.
my way, and I don't take it anyway. Like, it doesn't fucking matter to me. Like, you
What
take
I'm
everything
saying
to
to you,
heart. Like, I'm trying to insult you on every angle.
what
You
I'm
got
saying to
comments
you,
and shit all the time.
what I'm saying to you is that from that very first interaction, I fell all the way back. You continue to comment on my channel. So, like I said, sometimes it would be regular shit. Sometimes it'd be a little funny shit. Sometimes you would take jabs. I never ever
What did I
responded.
say that was bad?
I never ever responded to any of your comments until one day I finally responded to one of your comments. And you know when that was?
No.
All right. After all of this happened, again, this was years ago. This is probably maybe after the first year that you've been on YouTube. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not even really sure exactly when your channel started. I don't have that in my memory banks. But what Comic-Con was that when Toy Fair. We were at Toy Fair. Russ, you probably remember this. And this was the Toy Fair where they unveiled the Punisher, the Ultimate Rider's Punisher, or whatever the case may be. Talker was there with you at Toy Fair, or whatever the case may be. He was just standing around. It was just some dude with you that I didn't even know who the fuck he was. He was just standing with you towards the end of the event. He was with you throughout the whole shit, but towards the end of the event, we were like in the lobby, and he was just standing there. He just kept fucking looking at me, kept looking at me. I'm like, who the fuck is this dude? And then like weeks later, you was like, yo, that was Talker that was with me at Toy Fair, or whatever the case may be. I'm like, oh shit, no wonder this dude just kept looking at me and didn't say shit, or whatever the case may be. That was way after all of these other interactions and shit like that. And I found it strange that you've been talking and talking and talking.
I think it's strange that
you didn't say anything
while you're
when you
watching
saw
my
me.
videos all the time.
Okay,
so
let
Because I
Talker
show
respond to
myself in
that.
all my videos, so you clearly know who the fuck I am.
What the fuck does that have to do with the facts that I'm telling you
I'm
right
just
now?
saying that you don't
I
know who
already
the
said
fuck
from
I
the
am,
beginning
really,
that
Bud?
I saw your channel
wait.
before. What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, so at this point in time, Talker, you definitely knew who Boog was, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what do
I
you have to
asked you
say?
who it was.
I'm only referencing that. I'm
Told
only
you who it was.
referencing that to make my next point about our next interaction.
Now,
You commented on my video multiple times, and I ignored you multiple times. Finally, after Toy Fair, I finally said to you, listen, man, you saw me at Toy Fair. You was following Chartemis around like a little puppy dog. You didn't have shit to
We
say
don't
to
have to.
me then.
I
And
want to
now
try
here
to
you
avoid that kind of shit.
and
Boog,
now
boog,
and
boog,
now here
boog,
you
boog,
are
boog.
again. And now here you are again. This is my first time ever responding to you on a video. Like, dog, I don't fuck with you. I don't know what your angle is. I don't know what you're doing. Whatever the case may be. That was the very first time that I responded to you on a video. This is after countless multiple attempts for you to, like, I guess, get a rise out of me or whatever the fuck you was trying to do. Like, it's your shtick. Like I told you before. That's what happened. So there was multiple interactions between us before the SDCC event. And on your channel throughout that time, people show me shit. Nah, I wasn't actively watching your channel. If I was, I would have no problem saying that I was. Sometimes people would send me little clips, but you've been saying outlandish, outrageous, just fuck shit on your channel that I just I don't care about. So I don't.
Then why are you over here
Don't fuck
checking
with
it out? If you don't like it, don't watch it. People
Dog,
send me
dog.
clips.
Are you?
I don't watch. I
Okay,
don't
wait,
watch
wait,
it.
hold on a
Yet.
second.
People send me
Stop one
clips,
second.
and I just don't
You're
watch
missing
it.
the point,
Stop one
man.
second. All right, I got mute buttons over here. I'm gonna start muting shit. All right, hold on. Where again? I want to stick. First off, Boog, you're the first one to lay down the name calling kind of shit. I want that to stop right now. All right, I don't want that falling around with the puppy dog shit. I don't want to hear any talk, and that's not even a name.
All right,
I
fair
don't want
enough.
to hear you guys talking to each other like that at all anymore.
Fair enough.
Okay. Second off, I want to stick to factual timelines. I honestly believe Boog didn't know who Talker was at that time. Now, Talker, you're saying that, oh, he should have known who I was. I honestly believe that because I didn't have Boog really say or mention anything about Talker. There was no like reference to him or anything like that. He's mentioning that at Toy Fair, you guys were in the same room together. You knew he was there, Talker. Can you please respond to what he's saying and you having the opportunity to confront him, talk to him, meet him? Did you have a chance to do that, and why didn't you?
I don't have a problem with them. What do you want me to say? Hey, Bug, I'm a big fan of your channel. What the fuck you want me to say? I got no beef.
Nah, what I said to you was,
I was
trying to give
starstruck, bro. I'm among greatness. I'm around the guy who literally invented action figure toy photography.
listen, you
Like,
could
come on,
stop.
give me a
Look,
fucking
you
break.
can
Here's the
stop.
thing. Whoa.
Stop the bullshit, man. Stop the bullshit. Again,
Here's the thing: is that
Yo.
you guys had interactions
what you
online.
doing? Hold on, Russ.
clearly had
Hold on,
something
Russ.
to
Hold
say.
on, Russ. Nah, I'm not letting fake shit slide. I'm not letting little shots slide. I never said that I invented toy photography. Stop saying that stupid shit. You pushing the narrative.
Oh, I didn't
You try
even.
to take a shot right now. Stop with the fuck shit. All right.
Did you say this?
Listen. Stick
you
to
say
the
this?
fucking script. Stick
What
to
the fuck does
script.
this
Hold on.
mean?
Hey,
What
let's
does
talk,
Stick to the
let's
fucking
What
script.
does this mean?
Look.
Some dude's complaining about Hasbro.
Listen.
Whatever it is that you want to present
Loves
in the
Donald
timeline.
Trump.
I'm
What the
muting
fuck does that
motherfuckers.
mean?
I'm muting everybody. There we go. Okay. Everyone's muted right now. I'm muting because you guys are talking and you can't even hear each other. I muted both of you at the same time. I'm trying to stick to the timeline over here. I asked Talker a question about if you have something to say to somebody, and if he's talking shit, or if you had something to say to Boog, why wasn't that opportunity taken at New York Toy Fair when you guys were both there? I'm unmuting you both. Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, let him talk.
Now you're both unmuted. All right, Talker, what do you have to say to that part right there? Because I think
I didn't have a
that's the
problem with
question.
Boog then. I don't have a problem with Boog now.
No,
I
no,
didn't
you
have no
definitely
beef
got a
with
problem
Boog.
with me now.
Well,
I just play games on the internet. I'm not the one that gets upset.
Listen, you definitely
Like,
got a
if I'm
problem with me
clowning
now.
you, it's all in fun. Go ahead, clown me back. I don't give a fuck.
Yo,
Bring your shit.
I'm not sure that
do a
you have
totally
the
different
capacity
thing
to
on your
have this
channel.
conversation. I don't think that I don't know that you have the capacity to have a real conversation right now. I'm not sure what you're doing. I'm not playing games with you. It's not a joke to me. It's not about you joked on me, we joked back. The whatever you calling as jokes that you did the other day, that shit is way beyond jokes to me. We'll get to that, but we still
So
going.
what you did to me, is that way beyond jokes?
We'll
When
get to that.
you come on my channel. Meanwhile, this is a dude that says he stays in his own lane, minds his own business. You come to my channel, take my video, post it on your channel, and try to label me as a fucking racist and get as many dudes against me as you can. When actually you're the real racist. What the fuck is this shit? What is this shit? This dude is clowning you. He tells you you're giving Dan hand jobs.
Are we,
Just joking, just
are,
making a
just
joke.
joking, just joking. I don't joke
And
like
then
that.
your response
Fuck
is you
whatever you
must be
talking
a
about is
Caucasian.
about that. We not on that. We
You
didn't
must
get
be
to
a
that.
Caucasian.
Listen.
Why don't you want to talk about this?
Listen. I
Wait,
put it on my
talk about
channel. I
this.
pinned it to the top
You're
of my
calling me
channel.
a racist and you're posting shit like this?
Oh man.
This is the most racist shit I've ever seen.
All right.
It's hard to see.
And
on
then the
screen.
dude
You can't really
responds
read
to that. Go, you're calling a dude Caucasian? You don't know what he is. Obviously, that's racist. And his response
Caucasian is not a
that your
racist
response
slur,
is
though,
black
man. I mean,
people
wait,
don't
hold on
do
a second.
shit like that.
Wait,
What,
Caucasian
black
is
people
not a
can't be gay? Is that what this is?
Caucasian
Is
is
that
not
what the
a
fuck
racist.
you're saying?
I'm just saying Caucasian's not a
You don't
racist.
call me a
slur.
racist when you're throwing out racial slurs all the fucking time.
Caucasian's not a racist slur. Caucasian is like
when
an
you're
official
calling people a Trumpist, what do you mean by that?
race. That's not a racist slur. But I will say that, yeah, if he's
Russ, listen, whatever he's talking about, whatever I said, whatever I typed, I stand firm on whatever I said, whatever I typed. I don't have any problem. I don't have any problem discussing whatever I put out there on the internet anywhere. We didn't even get to that point yet. We still just discussing the timeline of our interactions and if we both agree that those were the interactions. That's it. We didn't get to that point yet. And I'm not afraid to talk about anything. That's the whole point of this conversation.
But I want us to have this conversation. We're going to touch on San Diego Comic-Con more. We're going to talk about whatever screenshots you guys have, whatever. I want to follow a timeline over here. I want this to kind of follow some kind of timeline, because the last thing, if we're following this timeline, we have New York Toy Fair and the lack of any kind of confrontation from Talker coming up to Boog, right?
The other thing that I was going to say real quick.
Hold on a second. So I still haven't. So the answer I got from Talker with that is that you felt you had no reason to actually confront Boog on anything because all the shit that you were saying was all just nonsense.
When he takes jabs, it's just whatever. Other people take jabs at me.
Listen, I didn't take any jabs at you. Stick to the fucking timeline, man. Can you focus?
No.
A guy saying he stays in his own lane, but you're in my comment
dog. The staying in my own lane comment came way after this. Stick to the timeline. Is what I'm saying accurate or not? Is it the truth or am I saying some bullshit?
The truth, what? That I followed Shard around like a puppy dog? I don't think that's true.
We passed that. We passed that.
We were sharing
that. I already said.
Who the fuck am I going to hang out with? I got to go back and stay at the room with them.
Listen.
We passed that.
I want to know if I want you to answer his question about the New York Toy Fair thing. You had a chance to confront him and say some of that shit that you've been saying online in person.
I already answered that. I had no reason to confront him because I had no problem with him.
All right, listen, like I said, original situation was me commented on his channel. It was a misunderstanding. He thought I was talking about him, but he jumped out the window, started insulting me, started going crazy, whatever the case may be. Even at that point, I did not come back at him in any way. I ain't say nothing. I took the high road as far as I was concerned. I was like, listen, man, I don't got no beef with you, man. It's all good. From that point on, he continued to comment on my channel, continued to make little comments about me here and there, whatever the case may be, leading up to Toy Fair when we actually saw each other. Didn't even know who he was or what the case may be. But I'm saying all of that to say that when I finally did respond to him on one of my videos, I referenced that. I referenced the Toy Fair interaction. I referenced the fact that, at that particular point, if it was no problem and we was all good, you could have just been like, you know what? My bad about the misunderstanding. You could have said anything. And you tried to clown me at that point and be like, oh, you wanted an apology from me or some bullshit that you said. And then that's when I was really like, all right, fuck this dude. Like, this is silly shit. Like, you add
Is that how it happened, Boog?
What?
Is that how it happened?
If it's not, then tell me.
Okay. Now, Boog, please stay quiet while he responds. Give him the chance to acknowledge his side of the story.
I'm not that old. My memory is pretty good, man.
I said something, you said something like I owed you an apology, but I don't know what I owed you an apology.
Listen, I didn't say that you owed me an apology. I said that could have been an opportunity for you to just clear the air if it wasn't any bad blood, if it wasn't no problem like you saying right now. That was an opportunity, and I referenced that in the comment. I talked about it. You came
I
back
think,
with
I think we're good with this. We're just going in a circle. Do you
you
got
came
something else you want to talk about?
So what the point, I think, okay, just to summarize this, I think what Boog is trying to say, that if you had no bad blood and you didn't have a problem with Boog, that was your chance to kind of do something about that and tell him something, right?
once
And
again. You
that
looking
was
at
Yeah,
staying in my lane, all
absolutely.
of that. I stayed in my lane. I did, even from the very first interaction, even though you continue to try to jab at me, continue to try to get me to spaz out and shit, you continue doing what you was doing. I never said anything. And that was multiple times of you doing this shit, joking or whatever the fuck you saying. I don't fucking know you. We not cool. We never shared a beer. We never did nothing for me to be like, oh, okay, I understand your humor or whatever the case may be. I don't fucking know you. You some motherfucker on the internet. Like, are you
all right,
fucking
right.
stupid?
Come
Do
on.
I know you?
So so
That's the point. That's the point. You
Is this
don't
you
know me.
staying in your
So
own lane when you're calling me a bozo?
that's
so
you
at
are
that,
a fucking bozo for
Then
that
what the
type of
fuck are
shit.
you?
all right, so
That's
okay,
bozo behavior.
all right, we got two mute buttons clicked on right there. You guys are all both yelling at each other right now, but nobody could hear you. Nobody could hear either of you. Just doing them at the same time right now. This is what I didn't want to have happen, and I know it's very easy to jump to get heated, so I don't blame either of you, but god damn it, chill for a little bit. I'm trying to follow the timeline. Now, what I'm seeing right here is just like a conflict of understanding between the two of them, because already I feel like Boog is saying, "How come you didn't confront me or talk about anything at New York Toy Fair?" So Talker's saying that everything that he did was jokes, that he had no reason to confront him about any of this stuff. Now, for a while, it sounds like Boog did stay in his own lane, as Talker refers to. For a while, it did seem like he just kind of ignored and moved forward. But if shit talking is continuing, I mean, is that part of it true? Also, how Talker, and I want Talker to respond to this. Like, how do you think Boog should have taken the insult? I mean, like really, how do you think realistically somebody that you don't know, how where would you expect them to go with that? Like, where would you expect them? How would you expect them to take that if you're insulting somebody that you don't know? And in all honesty, what did you think would happen insulting somebody that you don't know? Because you say you're just joking around, but at the same time, Boog is acknowledging some of them were silly jokes, some of them were straight up insults. Is that true? Were they all just silly jokes, or were there real insults mixed in with the silly jokes? Talker.
I thought everything I did was a joke.
So
I
everything,
didn't think
okay.
I wasn't trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm just joking around on my channel.
Okay, so everything you're saying, that everything that you said to Book from your point of view is you're just
Dude,
joking around.
I got nothing
So
against
there's nothing. So
no
you
bad
so
blood
from
with Book. I'm just poking fun. I poke fun at a lot of people. It's kind of my skit on my channel. Like, you feel free to poke fun at me. I got no problem. Like, dude, I got no problem with you, Bug. Like, when I see you, like, fuck, dude, whatever you want to do. Like we can hang out, we can not hang out. You can hate me, I can hate you. Whatever the fuck you want to do, like, I'm good with. Like, I'm not here to like crush you and devastate you. I feel like you taking jabs at me and saying stupid shit, and I'm just doing the same thing you're doing. You might not see it that way.
Okay, so what I'm guessing is happening here is that some of these jokes that you're making like are going a lot farther than jokes from the way Boog is taking them. Like, for like some of these
Honestly,
things.
I wasn't taking the shit no type of way. It was just again, from that very first interaction, I just said, "Oh no, I'm not fucking with this dude," and that was that. But he kept going on and going on. So only reason that I'm highlighting the timeline and talking about the timeline is so that the narrative that I just attacked him and posted a video at SDCC or whatever is so people can know that that's bullshit. And no way have I ever even said anything about him in no videos. I never mentioned his name, good or bad, never said anything. So again, this last act, this most recent video that he put up, in no way, shape, or form is that even like fighting fire with fire? I never said shit about this dude. Never made no video. I ain't going on for 10 minutes lying about this man and saying this or that. That's it. I called him a bozo because that is bozo behavior that he's talking about. According to you, you just joking, you just clowning. All right, then you a clown.
I'm cool with it. Bring it.
The community, I guess.
Fucking bring it. No problem. Clown all you want.
But that's not. But that's the thing, though. That's the thing, though. I wasn't.
My video.
I wasn't.
That's not staying in your own fucking lane.
Listen.
Wait,
whatever I did at that particular point was just based on what you have been doing already for literally.
Why are you on my channel if you're staying in your own lane?
Talker.
Why are you even defending what you're doing if you're saying you don't got no problem?
Talker, all three of us have large enough audiences right here where if somebody's talking shit about any one of us, we have enough viewers to send us links and we will find out. Right. Like, there's no doubt about that. You don't have to make it sound like, oh, well, he must know about it only because he's watching my shit all the time. Not necessarily the case. I get links from randos, from random.
That's totally different from going on my channel and taking my video.
I just want to know how long. I just want to know.
You didn't go on your channel and take your video.
So how long? I just want to know how long.
The video was out there in the ether. How do you think other people got the video? Was I the only person that had the video? Was I the only person that you had a problem with because they reposted your video?
Live stream right now, but who do you want me to talk to?
Can I ask a question?
You said that I went on your channel and took your video.
Start hitting fucking mute buttons over here. I'm trying to ask a question. Listen, how long? Shut up, stop laughing at me. How long was Talker making silly jokes? All right, he's claiming they're all silly jokes that he doesn't
forever. I'll answer it for him.
How long was Talker making silly jokes until Boog responded to them? Like, how long did that go on for until there was a response from Boog on these?
I can't really even give you an exact amount of time, but I mean, it was literally years, at least 2 or 3 years of that type of shit before I ever actually even responded to him. And when I did respond, it wasn't like I started going back at him. I responded in a way that was real, even keel. It still wasn't done. Even after that initial very first interaction between us, when I knew at that moment that I wasn't fucking with dude. So there was no point to even do all of that.
I'm just trying. Okay, so Talker, you agree that there you are making jokes, doing your thing.
Absolutely, 100%.
4 years.
Yeah.
Boog stayed in his own lane, right?
I mean,
you're saying he didn't respond, so he stayed in his own lane.
He would make comments here and there on his podcast that people would tell me about.
No, that's a lie. True? That's a lie. That's a lie.
So if you have to and you should back it up, Talker. If you're saying that
anything that I said,
he would call me a Trump supporter, a Trumpist.
Anything that I said to you, listen. Anything that I said to you or about you or whatever the case may be, in terms of responding in a more forceful way, that only happened within maybe the last year or so.
So
period.
So okay, so if now
look,
if I don't wrong about that. Now, if he's wrong about that, Talker,
you missing the fucking point. Like, that's not the point that I'm making to you. Like, pay attention, man. What?
If he's pay attention, off at that.
If he's wrong about that, you should try to find some kind of proof or recollection of it so we could reference it. But for right now, because it sounds like from the overall story from both of you, it sounds like this had been going on for a while until Boog responded.
I mean, he just admitted to that. So the bottom line is, all right, now we can fast forward.
So how many years do you expect to somebody that you don't know, if you typing away at them for so long? How many years are they expected to just
was I typing away? I don't think I was typing away.
Typing, talking, whatever you was doing, it was just like, it's like some, like, I don't know, like, you a fan or you not a fan? Like, it don't make sense. Like,
so for years you're talking. So basically, for years you're talking shit, right? But it's just for fun on your. So Boog's saying this guy's just talking mad shit about me. Talker is just saying, hey, I'm just goofing around, talking shit on the internet. but you guys never really talk to each other one-on-one. Like how, like it, I don't think in any kind of situation that without knowing somebody, you could joke around with someone like that and have a mutual understanding of what's going on. You know what I mean? Like I can't just go to some random person and make my jokes, say shit that I think is funny to them, and just expect them to be on board with my humor right away.
Especially after that very first interaction. Like you would think that you would have some like self-awareness or some type of intuition, some like use the fucking force or some shit. Like what the like I don't understand. Like maybe you used to doing that shit to other like weak motherfuckers or something. I don't know, but like I don't get that. I don't understand it at all. I gave you ample warning. I literally raised the white flag and shit.
Warning for what? What?
I gave you ample warning to say,
what?
yo, I'm not coming at you. I'm not fucking with you.
So what's
I'm not.
the warning for?
Yo, all right, maybe I should use a different word because clearly you hovering around warning. I gave you ample opportunity to understand that I'm not cool with you. I'm not friends with you. I don't know you.
So
I don't know why you keep coming at me. I don't know why you keep saying this shit. And I gave you
because you tweet stupid shit and people send it to me.
So
when you're calling everybody trumpets, knowing
once again, all of that shit that you're talking about right now is within that shit that you're talking about right now is within the last few weeks.
Talk about any of the shit I want to talk about. You only want to talk about the shit you want to talk about.
I want to get the timelines. Look, it's important that we get the timeline situated. So
I think we situated the timeline pretty good.
So it doesn't. So all right. So then that goes to show that from the very beginning you was on some bullshit and I was chilling. So now here we are, fast forward into this time within the past month or couple of months or whatever the case may be, where the shit has really ramped up. That's where we are now. So whatever I said, whatever I said, if I started amping up the attacks and if I started jabbing back and saying shit, I feel like I'm totally warranted in doing that. But at the end of the day, I still ain't get beside myself. I still ain't jump out the fucking window and make a whole 10-minute lying ass video about you.
Lying? What did I lie about?
Wait, hold on a second. I want to touch on something. I'm going to start muting motherfuckers again. I'm going to start muting everybody. All right. I want to see if there's a connection here between the shit talking or the silly comments, right? Because we have two definitions of it right now. Boog sees it as straight shit talking. You're making silly comments. That's your defense for it. So we're going to call it silly shit talking. All right. So the silly shit talking, was there a connection between the silly shit talking and Boog posting the video of Talker and Dan Yoon? Because I want to know if that had something to do with that and if there's a connection there between those two, because it sounds like there kind of is.
I think there is.
And the question's for Boog. You're both unmuted.
I mean, of course, it's all connected. It's me chilling, not saying anything for literally years. And again, like you said, we all have our little fandoms and people that follow us and people that rock with each of us. Sending me this, sending me that. I was well aware of his rhetoric, of his kind of like ridiculous antics and his sexist and homophobic and dog whistling and racist shit that he be saying. I was well aware of that before.
Let's talk about your racist.
I was well aware of all of that before the whole situation with Dan and at Comic-Con or whatever the case may be. So when that actually finally happened, leading up to that, he was already doing all of that whole Asian twin shit and Asian this and Asian that. To me, when I see that shit, that is like
it was Barbie twins, Boog, not Asian.
Whatever. It went from Barbie twins to Asian twins. Come on, man. Stop beating me in the head with the bullshit. All right.
It was Asian Barbie.
You're hitting me with bullshit.
You're gonna keep it 100.
About my shit, but nobody wants to talk about your shit.
Listen, my shit.
When did we get to that part?
My shit.
Actually, I brought it up right now, to be honest with you, because I wasn't really.
But he's talking.
I wasn't. Look, that's what I'm trying to get at a little bit over here is what was behind. I'm trying to extend the olive branch over here a little bit, Talker. I'm trying to get a little bit more information behind the post that upset you so badly. I'm trying to get a little bit more of a story behind that because I know that really hurt you. That really upset you a lot. Now,
What?
it upset him a lot that you reposted it. Yeah, that bothered.
Yeah, that should upset a lot of people in the communities that you was a dickhead, basically. Like, what do you mean? Like, what the fuck? Like,
if you were in your own lane, Boog, it wouldn't really matter, no, would it?
Listen. You were ramping up the attacks that were little dog whistles and little funny shit leading up
You're
into that
absolutely
point.
right. I did all
Leading up
that.
leading up into that point, and then you decided to film yourself going into the Hasbro booth, saying disparaging things about Dan and Ryan based on their ethnicity, and I thought that shit was totally out of bounds and totally.
And you had to come save the day,
and
right?
then
Here comes Hero Boog.
yo, whether it's Hero Boog or not,
So look, I mean,
you gaslighting people right now because you acting like I'm wrong for you doing some fuck shit. Nah,
if you were
bro,
in your own lane,
you did some fuck shit, not me. I didn't do nothing. You posted that shit on the internet.
The own lane thing is tired because we already agreed that he stayed in his own lane for a couple years.
You did some fuck shit.
Anybody's gonna eventually step out of their lane if you're talking shit for years. He stayed quiet. He didn't say shit back to you for years, dude. So for him, this staying in your lane, that's exhausted. You've expired that. At that point, after so many years of talking shit, many years of talking shit, he has the right to step out of his lane.
I'm responding to you, man.
and if you really wanted to keep things cool, like if I was joking around with somebody that I didn't really know for years, I would seize the opportunity to go up to him like, hey man, I talk a lot of shit, right? But I'm just goofing around, Like, I hope none of that shit ever pisses you off or anything.
You literally did that to me when I first met you.
I just love to fuck around and I just love to talk shit, But it sounds like you didn't seize that opportunity to do that. So for him, from his point of view, he's just saying shit talk, years and years and years. He has a right to step out of his lane at that point. You got to stop repeating that part.
And I'm good with it.
Okay.
Step out.
Okay. All right, cool. So
bring your best.
So was the thing about exposing or reposting, because Talker, you did post it first, but Boog, after he had taken it down, you reposted it. Was that really all about?
Okay, I did it. I did the video.
Right.
I talked to Dan on and off camera. I apologized to Dan for calling him Asian. I didn't think it was offensive. So I apologized to him. He accepted my apology. And because of that, I took down the video. So now it's squashed. Like, should I refer to him as Asian? I didn't think I was doing anything wrong. If he thinks I'm doing something wrong, I am. So I took down the video with an apology because I couldn't apologize to him for calling him Asian and then leave the video up. So now it's squashed, but then it's not squashed because Boog has to come in there and repost the video. Like it's over. Like, it's done. I shouldn't have called him Asian. I didn't think it was bad. That's like if I called you black, I wouldn't think it's bad. Maybe it is bad.
Listen,
but if you tell me I don't want you calling me black,
real quick. If you know what you were fucking doing, stop beating me in the head with the fucking bullshit. If Dan and Ryan were black dudes and you was going over to the booth and was like, these black motherfuckers, these black dudes here, these black this, black that, that would have been some bullshit. You were using it in a way to sun them, to disparage them, to say something derogatory about them. So stop beating
me. Kind of like how you're calling us Trumpists, right? Kinda like calling white people Trumpists.
It's being a Trump supporter of how that's racist.
So if you're referring to me
as a Trumpist, are you fucking stupid or dumb?
This guy. All right, we're muting everybody again. We're getting into the name calling shit. I want that shit to stop. Look, that's not why we're here. That's not what this is for. Talker, God damn it. Look, here, I'm going to unmute right now. And I just want you to both let me say something right now. I honestly believe, and look, people say shit that is race that is racially charged by accident when they're not trying to be racist. It happens all the time. Now, there's certain ways that people say things that they're just totally being careless whatsoever. But because he used the word Asian, and because of Talker's response to the whole thing, I honestly believe that he said something that he wasn't intentionally being racist for. And I'm going to give you guys an example. And I sympathize with this being half white, having a white dad. Shit comes out of his mouth where I'm like, what the fuck? And he's not, and I could tell that he's not trying to say anything bad about anybody. It doesn't, there's no vehement hate about any
I hear
particular
what you're
race.
saying about that, but your dad is not some guy on the internet that's known for saying the most outrageous and outlandish and just disrespectful shit.
But if he was trying to be racist towards Asian people, like, wouldn't there have been another word he could have gone with? That's all I'm trying to say. There's a whole bunch. Also, the reaction from it. Usually racists that are standing behind what they said, they will stick with it. And they'll be like, no, that wasn't racist. I get to say that. I get to say it. Freedom of speech, yada, yada, yada. But that's not the reaction that I saw over here. So I don't think it was, while, yeah, I agree he shouldn't have said it. Yeah,
I agree too.
To say, but
I agree I shouldn't have said it.
I find it hard to believe that it was said with intentional hate towards Asian people, because usually when that happens, they dig their feet into the ground even further and want to keep saying it over and over again. I don't see Talker necessarily wanting to say it over and over again. However, because I know you're going to jump on this, there is a bunch of other fucking homophobic shit that he has said afterwards that I think you could be a lot more sensitive towards, Talker. But sticking with the Asian thing, I really think that if he was trying to be hateful more than funny, he would have gone in a different direction with it. I think he was trying to be more funny than hateful. Were you trying to be more funny, or were you trying to be more hateful?
Well, I thought I was being funny, but after talking to Dan, I realized that I was in the wrong. That's why I apologized and took down the video. I haven't said it since. I learned from my mistakes.
So I mean, what else could you ask for at that point, Boog? In all honesty, I don't know where else to go from there. He hasn't repeated it. It's actually literally been at least a year or so, right? So I really don't think there was a hateful intent behind that. I really think he was just trying to be humorous, and it was just a really bad thing for him to say.
That's all fine and dandy, but I don't agree. But that is neither here nor there. That has nothing to do with the history of our interactions and why I feel like I'm warranted in pushing back. And so that don't really matter.
Okay, so you can't fault. So how much do you really want to fault Boog for kind of seizing the opportunity to finally hit back after so many years of you?
I mean, it wasn't, and not just hit back, but just like, yo, this is who this person is. Like,
questions for Talker.
This is who he is.
Questions for Talker. Like, how, like, don't you think that may have had something, like, how, God damn it, I forgot what I just asked. But I'm saying, don't you think that that's like, how don't you think it's a little bit warranted in some kind of way? Shouldn't
to repost my video after I apologize for it?
Not still sticking on this repost the video shit, but you're not really taking any responsibility for what led up to this.
I finally remembered my question. I'm trying to say,
you're the only one fucking talking.
Don't you think that reaction of you talking shit to Boog after so many years, never coming up to him and making it clear to him that I'm only fucking around, that it's warranted that he's going to seize an opportunity to slam you when you fucked up? Isn't that, like, to me, that's not weird. To me, it's not that weird.
Cool. It's good. It's past. I'm over it.
No, you're not. You're hella not. You can't say that. You just brought it up a minute ago, and you just made a video talking.
I was justifying what I was doing. He would attack me. I would attack him.
No, I wouldn't attack you. That's what you don't
Right.
understand. From
Yeah,
our very
like,
first interaction, that's what you
holier
don't
than
fucking
thou.
get. What are
You
you
don't say
talking about?
anything.
Wait. No. You reposting the shit is an attack, Boog.
No,
I mean,
no.
that's
But
that's a hit on him.
what I'm saying is that we would have never gotten to this point if he would have just took the hint from the beginning. I was very fucking nice. I was very chill from the beginning when I said, "Yo, dog, I'm good. I'm good." You had every opportunity to hit me up in private or that one time that we saw each other before the most recent time to just say whatever. Like, "Yo, book, I'm a crazy guy. I say funny shit, whatever the case may be."
Wait, hold on. Wait. I gotta say something really quick. Hold on a second. Where did I just saw something right here. Well, anyway, all right. Yeah. Listen. If you guys are gonna, if anyone in the chat's gonna talk shit about what I'm doing, this shit's very fucking hard. So fuck you. A very complicated situation to be in. So it looks easy when you're sitting over there typing your words, you little fucking nothing.
Can only imagine.
But you start to piss me off because I'm in a very difficult situation and this shit's fucking hard. So fuck you if you think this shit's easy. All right, for real, it's a tricky situation. All right, it's not easy at all. Now I'm starting to get worked up. Now here, you know what? I'm gonna get both you guys out of the room, and we're gonna start bringing in people watching it, so I could get in a feud with them. All right, I'm doing my best to stick to it. Thank you so much, Roger. So, Talker, I honestly think that it shouldn't have been a surprise to you that Boog would hit you back with that video, which, and again, I understand why you didn't like that he did that, but I honestly find it very hard to blame the guy for seizing that opportunity to do that. And if I was you, after so much shit talking, after so many years and all this shit, I wouldn't have been surprised. It wouldn't have caught me.
What did I say that led to
that guy's gonna do it? I've been fucking talking shit to him all this time. Of course,
okay, what did I say that was so bad that led to that?
Say that again. That led
what
to
did I say that was so bad? That
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. You've been saying shit that's so bad for the
what was it?
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. You've been saying shit that is so bad for the entirety of the time that you've been on YouTube. As far as you and I are concerned, you said multiple things that was out of pocket when we don't know each other. We already went over this. We already established
Like what?
that. Hold on. So
so
I don't know why you're acting like you're the victim of some shit when somebody reposts something that you posted yourself that was out of fucking pocket. Either you're standing on the fact that you trolling and you having a good time and you just rambunctious like that, or you not. Stop trying to say what did you do to warrant that. Every fucking thing that you did for the years leading up to that. Don't you understand that?
What?
Okay, so you want an example of some of the shit talking that you did that
what was so bad?
So you telling me that it was okay for you to post that video because you weren't aware that shit.
What video?
Book. He's talking about
that it was okay for you to post.
You mean the video?
No, I mean.
All right, hold on. Nobody's cussing, but I'm muting everybody right now. Hold on a second. So I would really like to know, have an example of something that was said before the San Diego Comic-Con incident. You know what I mean? And just so that we have an idea, they're both unmuted now. I didn't expect everybody to, apparently Talker's got screenshots ready. If you could give some kind of, and I've come across so many fucking comments here and there that it's hard for me to remember all the fucking shit. But Boog, if you have some kind of an example, that would be helpful.
Listen,
or a general idea.
Show me the screenshot, Bug.
I don't have any screenshots available.
That's okay.
Hold on a second.
I didn't tell. nobody
His
told to prepare screenshots before this thing, so you can't
listen,
fault them for not having them.
I have, like I said, I have no problem. We going through the timeline. We addressing each incident bit by bit. And when we get to whatever screenshots he has or whatever I said, like I said, I put out whatever I put out on the internet. It's out there in the ether. I stand firm on whatever I said, whatever I type, whatever it is. But whatever he's talking about is recent, within the past couple of weeks, a month, maybe 2 months, or whatever the case may be, after all of the events that we just discussed and that we just said were part of the timeline of our interactions. But what I'm harboring on right this moment is the fact that he's saying it was okay for him to do that shit because whatever, or he's acting like he's a victim because somebody reposted the video and said, yo, this shit is foul, this shit is bad, this shit is toxic, and he's acting like he's a victim because of that shit. And I think
Are you a victim? Are you a victim because of that, Talker? Do you see yourself as a victim?
No.
Okay, so you're saying he's not a victim, but it really pissed you off a lot.
It did.
all right. What you think it did to other people? What you think it did to Dan and Ryan? What you think it did to other Asians? What you think it did to black
that's why I
people? Like what the
apologize,
fuck you think? What the
Let
fuck
him
you think
answer.
it did to
Let him
everyone
answer.
else?
Let him
It's in
answer.
a circle. Like we've rehearsed it like 5 or 6 times now. I feel like I'm arguing with my girlfriend right now.
Hey, all right. Come on.
Like
come
we've
on.
said
I
it.
don't want him calling
we
you
did it.
calling you
Let's
a
go to the
puppy
next
dog, and I
topic.
want you calling him a girlfriend or any of that shit.
I didn't say. I said both girlfriend.
You know what you just fucking said, all right? We
Look,
all understood
look,
what you just said.
Look,
Stop
this is the bottom line, Russ. Whatever I did, whatever I said, it's already, we just established already that it was after years of this dude just, poking and trying to get me to spaz out like he did the other night. The bottom line is whatever I did on the defense. I have never just offensively come at this dude in no way, shape, or form. Period. Period.
So let me ask you this though, Boog. If there wasn't the years of him doing his silly shit talking,
No, it's not just silly. It's egregious. It's nasty.
It's
not just silly, man.
because I'm trying to be neutral over here.
No, but don't.
Silly.
No, that's part of the shit because he's doing the same thing. He's trying to trivialize the shit and trying to like downplay it. Nah,
Well,
this
that's
shit
why I'm asking for an example.
gross.
If
Like,
you
you know
don't
what I mean?
have an exact example, what was so egregious about some of the shit that he said? That's all I'm trying to get at, so that we can have a mutual understanding. If it was so egregious,
the history of his comments in his channel is up. As far as I know, he didn't take nothing down. You could see what he says.
What are they?
On a weekly or monthly basis, or however much he posts. You could see what it is. As far as it relates to me, again, I told you what it is. I told you that he's come at me multiple times. It's up on my channel. You could see those comments.
So is it like homosexual innuendo stuff? Is
leading
that
up to,
like what kind of shit? Like,
listen,
are
you know this, Russ. Stop
acting. I'm talking to Hasbro. Just
sexist,
general,
homophobic, bigoted bullshit on his channel for the life of his channel.
But you can't think of one specific.
You know
thing.
this.
It doesn't matter if it's specific or not. It doesn't matter.
You know this.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah,
everybody knows this.
Right. We're good. We got it. Just a bunch of shit, but you can't think of one. I got it.
Are you saying that that's not true? You're saying it's not true? You never said anything sexist, racist, or homophobic?
What?
Someone's gonna
make
pull it
gay
up.
jokes all the fucking time. Why are you offended?
Oh, so it's jokes. So you did say it,
dude. I make gay jokes all the time, constantly.
Yes, that's homophobic.
Why are you offended by a gay joke?
Listen, what does that mean? You
insinuating
that I'm gay, so that's why
when do we get to talk about this? When does that part come?
All right, let's talk about it right now. Then
all right.
So let's talk about it right now.
When you refer to us as trumpets, what does that mean?
Who's us? What are you talking about?
People that you call trumpets. You call Desert Rat a trumpet.
I said trumpet. I used the word trumpet when?
Trumpet.
Tell me the context. Tell me where that happened at.
It's on one of your videos where you're calling people.
What video? What did I say?
You want me to pull it up for you?
Yeah, pull it up. You said you got the screen cap right there. Pull up what I said. Let's talk about the context.
Some dude's complaining about how evil Hasbro is.
Right.
Loves Donald Trump.
So that was on. Hold on. That was on a video.
It's right here.
Was that on a video?
I can pull up the video, but I don't want to.
Was that on a video?
You want me to pull up the video?
I'm asking you a question. You can't answer a question.
It was.
Was that on a video? Was it on a fucking video? Yes or no?
Well,
what do you
he's
mean
asking
by
you if it was in a
answer that
video or not.
question?
All right.
Well,
So
what
let
does it
me
matter
let
if it
me
was in
let
a
me
video?
What
let
does that
me let me
mean?
address this
Wait.
one.
What does it matter if it was in a video or not? I guess at this point,
Let me address
What
this.
does that mean, Bug?
Let me address this.
some
All
dudes.
right, go ahead.
Wait, I was
Let me
trying to
address
read your
this.
screenshot. Some dudes complaining about
I know what I
evil
said. I know what I
Hasbro
typed.
is,
First of all, this was not on a
love
video.
Donald Trump. So, okay, first off,
First of all, this was
why
not
are
on a
you
video.
offended by that? You voted for him twice, didn't you?
I did. I love the guy.
All right,
Okay,
then.
so
what
why are you
the fuck
offended by
talking
that?
about right now? Yo,
But what does
Why are
that
you
mean?
offended?
I'm done, man.
So why are you offended by that then?
Where are you going, Bug? Let's play.
No. So, okay, so
This is
look,
where it gets fun.
wait. So what's offensive about
All
Boog's
right,
comments?
Russ.
What does he mean by that? What do you mean by that?
First of all,
What do you mean by it?
Well, he's trying to say Donald Trump's evil, and you hate Hasbro for being evil. But how could you love Donald Trump?
please don't,
evil?
don't speak for me. I can speak
This
for
is where you
myself.
backpedal.
Okay, well, then you
Don't
say
speak for me. I can speak for myself.
That's what it looked like to me. Sorry.
Talker. Stop
Yes,
talking.
sir.
It's my turn to talk now.
Go ahead.
You got your screen cap. You got the information all wrong, upside down, turned around. That was
It's upside down, all right.
That was not from a video. And even if it was from a video, so the fuck what? It doesn't matter. That was from a comment that I made in the Plastic and Paint group of a post that was put up from a podcast when an ex-Hasbro employee was on the podcast. Everybody was talking about the post, laughing, joking, having a good time. I made that comment in jest as a joke. And I said, yes, all of these people complaining about how evil Hasbro is be the same people that love Donald Trump. Now, you just sat here and said that you voted for the guy twice. You love the guy, all of that type of stuff. We know that. We see you putting that shit in your videos. We see you with the Let's Go Brandon and all of this other political shit that you put in your videos.
So you are watching.
Hold on. Let me fucking talk. So, as a black person, when we see that shit, when we see people doing that and they love Trump and they love this and they love that, again, that just lends to what I already know about you, that you just a piece of shit and that you just a bigoted dickhead. Like that's what it is. So even though that was a joke, you know, the truth is often told as a joke, and you already hear saying that that's what the case is. So how the fuck are you trying to say that, you know, it's something wrong with what I said? I said what I fucking said, and I mean that shit, and I meant it, and that's what it is. But it was funny. It was a joke. Everybody laughed at it, and that was that.
How long are you gonna go for?
If the shoe fucking fits, wear it. If it don't apply, let it fly.
You're saying black people can't vote for Donald Trump?
I'm saying that black people don't. I'm saying that as a black person, I don't fuck with Trump, and people that fuck with Trump, I be looking at sideways. That's what I'm saying to you. That's where I stand. Wherever you stand, I don't know, you doing like little veil shit or whatever. I'm standing firm on whatever I say, whatever I type, whatever's going on with me. You can't do that. When it gets time,
I can't do what?
When it get down to the nitty gritty with you, it's a joke, it's this, it's that. You trying to act like you the victim. Nah, you're not the fucking victim.
I'm not the victim, bro. I like jokes. Bring the jokes.
I'm not joking with you though. That's the thing though. I'm not joking with you. And not to mention that particular statement had nothing to do with you. You wasn't there. I ain't say shit about you. Nobody said nothing about you. In fact, I didn't mention nobody.
Oh, okay. What about this one then?
What about what? Let's get to your fucking video. What about the video that you put out saying all of this wild shit, being wild?
Okay, what was wild, bro?
Hold on. Being homophobic.
Let's not talk about your shit. Let's just talk about my shit.
I know. What's the next one?
Wait, Talker, you have to call Boog a name or something because he just called you a piece of shit. So that we have to make it even over here.
He needs that, bro. He needs all he can get. When he's referring to white people as trumpets, it's not a good look.
You still repeating the same shit. No matter how many times you repeat.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, I'm going to do it.
It's not going to make it true, man.
Get mad,
Fuck you, Boog, you dickhead.
Get mad, buddy.
Dick. You fucking dick. I asked you not to call each other names. So stop it. All right? There. I name called for you. There you go. No, but for real, this is I didn't bring you guys on here just to talk.
Saying you're a Trump supporter when you're a Trump supporter somehow is a racial slur, according to this guy.
So
right
that okay, now that okay, stop for a second. Can you please explain that to everybody how that comment was offensive? Because I don't understand how him writing that. The talker, I'm asking you to talk now.
Mind you,
How was wait? God
he
damn
didn't
it!
have nothing. He was nowhere around this.
Book. Talker, how was that offensive? That screenshot about the Trump thing, how was that offensive?
How is calling an Asian man that's Asian?
Yo, you keep trying to answer questions with questions. Yo,
hold on a second. All right,
hold on.
I muted everybody all over again. I'm just asking the question and I want an answer, and I don't want another question. I just want an answer from Talker, not from Boog, and I don't want another fucking question from Talker. I want an answer. How was Boog's statement offensive?
When he calls white people Trumpists, it comes across as me as racist.
Hold on a second.
If I called Boog the
Hold on a
N-word,
second.
do you think that was
Wait.
offensive?
I have to fact check the comment. I don't think that statement Boog had on there said anything about white people.
No, it did.
Did it, or did it not say anything about white people?
It did not. Let's move
No,
on from this because
this
he's not.
Wait. No, because I want to fucking. I want an answer.
This
not
one
keeping
does
it
say
100,
something
man.
about white
Okay,
people.
so all right,
He's not keeping it
talk
100,
about
man.
this
Mute again all over. Okay, otra vez. Here we go. Take two. Take fucking two. How was that shit offensive? The questions for TalkerArt, not Boog, and I don't want a question from TalkerArt. I want an answer from the screenshot you showed just a fucking couple minutes ago. How was that offensive?
When he says it, he's referring it to white people.
There was no reference to white people in that comment.
Okay.
How? Show the comment to the screen again, because you had it up
You don't
there.
need to show the
I
comment.
want you to
I
show-
already told you what the comment was. We got it.
How is that offensive? It says some dudes.
First
It
of
has
all, this
nothing
is
to
not
do-
on his
has
channel.
nothing-
This is not on my channel. This was not directed to him. He ain't have nothing to do with this. This
Okay,
is him getting this second and third hand from a
so you
Facebook
did
group.
pick that from
What the fuck
somewhere,
is he
and it
talking
wasn't even
about?
directed at you. So
Come on, bro.
this is really about
Okay.
two
When
of you.
he says
You
it,
found
I'm
that.
not offended by it. People.
All right. So
have
say how you
reacted-
offended by it then. What the
I'm
fuck?
not.
You can't
I
express
don't get
yourself?
easily offended though.
But then what was the point of you even keeping
'cause
the
people
comment
sent
and
me
showing
that
it during
were
the
offended
stream?
by
If you're not offended by it, you can't
He
do that.
referred to Desert Rat as being a Trumpist.
When did
He
I do
lives
that?
in Australia.
When did I do that? When did I do that?
I don't know. It was on his video.
I don't want to get.
It was
I
on
don't
his
wanna-
video?
No, look,
It was on his video? I said that
Yeah.
on his video? That's a fucking
Yeah.
lie. It's a lie.
Okay. I'll pull it up.
Once again, what the fuck does that have to do with you? Keep it on you and our interactions. I don't got shit to do with you.
Yeah, we can go in circles talking about other people. Just let
Keep it on
Desert
you.
Rat
Tell us
defend
how you
himself,
offended.
quote.
Tell us how you not a piece of shit. How you not a fucking racist. Keep it on you.
How I'm not a piece of shit? What are you?
See, there you go.
I'm not the one that got questionable shit going around and
you're
on
not?
a video calling people Asian and this and that. I stand
You're
on whatever
referring
the
to this
fuck I
dude as a
said.
Caucasian.
Yes, I said that he was probably Caucasian. Yes. So what?
So you don't think that's a big deal?
No, I don't. I
How do
don't.
you know he's Caucasian?
It's not racist at all. Black people just don't do this. It's sick. Sorry, that's just the facts. We don't play like this. Who makes a comment like this? It's strange behavior. Wait, where does it say anything about Caucasian in there?
The first comment I said was, this is some weirdo homoerotic shit. I guarantee this person is not a black person. Black people don't play like this.
Okay, now,
right.
okay, look,
Yes,
I don't know.
that's what I
Look,
said.
I'm not trying to speak for black people, all right? But I only know my experiences with the black people that I know, and it's not very common at all that like black
All right,
people
listen,
go
let's look.
around shit like that. It's not really.
The stream is gonna be here.
calling people
Listen,
Caucasian?
listen. The stream is going to be here. My comments is going to be here. My comment is up on my channel right now. It's pinned to the top of the channel. So him doing all of this, it don't matter. It's out there. I pinned it to the top of the fucking channel. It is what it is. The bottom line is, let's fast forward. We went through the timeline of all of our interactions to where we are with you finally making this video the other day and doing all of this shit that I think is way over the line. Considering what I've done and what you've done, I feel like this shit was like way over the line. And I feel like if not for this little talk that we're doing right now, it would really have to be on site when I see you.
And that's why we're doing this. We don't want to escalate to anything like that. All right. Right.
Russ, to keep it 100 with you, integrally, I think that this shit is kind of fucked up for you. Because like you said at the very beginning of this, you and I have been friends for quite a while. If you don't really even know this dude like that, really, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not really your friend. It's a associate, you know, somebody that you know from.
So now you're telling Sharp
whatever.
My relationship with Sharp.
Listen, okay. You don't really know this dude like that, but I think that you trying to like rationalize this dude's behavior and not getting completely away from this dude after many of his incidents.
So now you're telling him he can't be my friend.
Yo, I'm not telling him he can't be your friend. I'm being honest, and I'm just talking to my friend about the situation. Okay. I don't need your I don't need your interruptions. If you want to talk,
I don't need you to talk for 10 minutes straight either.
If you, wow, the irony in that statement. If you want to say something after I'm done, I'll give you the floor.
You're never done.
So, if we're gonna make this about me, can we just talk about Street Humans then? September 29th, Kickstarter launch. Street Humans. I'm sure everybody. I didn't want to make this about me at all whatsoever.
It's not. Right? It's not. It's about. I'm saying all of this to say that like it's like a double-edged sword, because again, I wouldn't say shit. I'll be back on my not saying nothing after that last video, if not for you. So yeah, it's okay. Like I said, it's a double-edged sword. Like, I think that you probably should have not been fucking with this dude in any capacity after the whole dance shit. But if that was the case, then it wouldn't be this line of communication at the very least. So,
well, I mean,
you know, but
like I said, I honestly thought that he meant it when he apologized for saying that shit, and I'm sympathetic. I honestly think I would be a hypocrite if I wanted to condemn TalkerArt for trying to be funny but offending somebody, because I've been guilty of that too. Okay, there's evidence of me saying stuff and it coming back at me and people getting really upset and offended by it, and me having no other choice but to say, hey, look, I'm sorry. I'm not going to say that shit anymore. And that's what he did too. He said, I'm sorry. I'm not going to say that shit anymore. You can't really
make that comparison. Y'all not one and the same when it comes to that type of shit. You're not constantly with
now you're outrageous
rhetoric.
That's literally
not the same. I felt like it was. I had Pinche Joto Mang in my theme song for so long, and it repeated. But what? Okay, so I can't be sympathetic. Look,
I mean, yeah, you could be.
I feel like a hypocrite if it was me reposting it like that. Wouldn't that be seen as hypocritical? Like, if it was me doing it and pointing the finger, if I made a whole video pointing the finger at somebody that said something wrong and then apologized for it, I would feel like a hypocrite doing that. I'm just trying to stay true to myself. I'm just
all right. No problem. Like you said. I was only saying that to say that, like, again, it's a double-edged sword. I don't want to make this. I don't want to make this about you. You're right. Moving on. Before we get to the video, there was San Diego Comic-Con, right? So this past San Diego Comic-Con, Talker was there. I was there. We were in the Hasbro panel when I saw him for the first time. Front row, me, a bunch of other people. I don't want to name anybody. It was a bunch of people in the front row. Talker was in the row behind, in the second row, whatever the case may be. He was on his shit, talking, cursing, acting a fool, saying all types of shit. At one point, he said something like he'll suck somebody's dick for a toy or some stupid shit.
You hang on every word.
everybody's
Just
getting
can't get me out of your head.
everybody's getting fucking annoyed with this dude. Everybody's like sighing and just like it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
everybody.
But nobody
Everybody's annoyed.
but nobody said anything. You know what I mean? It came to the point we all talked about it even after the fact too. It was just like, damn, I was about to tell him to shut the fuck up. Like 3 or 4 people said that, or whatever.
Why didn't you?
3 or 4 people said that at the time or whatever, right? So he was going out of his way. I saw him. I ain't have shit to say to him. But leading up to Comic-Con, he said all types of shit. Oh, I'll get up, I'll buy you a beer, I'll buy you a meal.
I would, Bug. I got no
continuing on with that bullshit, like we cool, like we friends, like everything is all hunky-dory. And it wasn't. Again, continue to ignore this man. I continue to ignore this man.
Okay.
So he was trying to be noticed at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, I'm trying to be noticed.
I saw you, man. You was there, you was loud, you was obnoxious, how you normally are. Everybody ignored you. You was pissing everybody the fuck off. It is what it is.
So what's the point?
I was pissing him off so bad that nobody said anything.
Well, I just want to know what the point of this particular.
I'm just putting the timeline together here for you. So after the panel, we get downstairs to the booth or whatever. I'm standing in the booth. I'm talking to a couple people or whatever. One of those people is actually Dan, and Talker is in front of me, which I didn't even know at the time, but he's literally directly in front of me, filming the case, I guess, or whatever the case may be. He's filming the case. He's doing his YouTube thing. He turns around. He gets up and turns around, and I just happened to be standing right in front of him, and we was face to face. Am I lying?
Absolutely right.
Okay. So you didn't get in my face. I didn't get in your face. It just happened like that, correct?
Yep.
All right. So he starts smiling, whatever. I'm like,
when don't I smile, Bug? When have you not been smiling?
That's really irrelevant. I'm just telling the story.
Okay.
That's the most relevant part of the story.
Okay.
He's smiling. He's acting like the shit is a joke. I'm like, yo, man, I'm not cool with you.
Acting like the shit is a joke. I'm smiling, bro.
I'm like, yo, man.
Quit talking for me.
I'm like, yo, man.
I'm smiling.
I'm like, yo, man, I'm not cool with you. I'm not joking. It's not funny to me. You know I don't fuck with you.
Not joking. Because I was smiling?
He said, it's not because you were smiling. It's because of the history that we outlined here for the past hour or so. Like, what the fuck?
I didn't say nothing to you.
Yeah. We went back and forth. We went back and forth.
But you started it.
We went back and forth.
I didn't say shit to you.
We went back and forth. Nobody did anything. Nobody punked nobody. I ain't raise a hand to him. He ain't raise a hand to me. It wasn't nothing like that. Let me ask you this. Are you handicapped?
No.
Was there anything?
Right?
Was there anything? And wait, Talker. Was there anything inaccurate that Boog was saying right there that you want to comment on, though? Is there anything?
Did you feel like I was about to physically assault you, attack you in any type of way? Were you fearful?
Okay.
No.
All right. I wasn't either. I wasn't fearful. I wasn't thinking that you was gonna attack me or do anything. We just had some words, right?
Same.
All right. So we got that out of the way. I just want to I'm just getting the timeline. I'm just dispelling a lot of the rumors and a lot of the bullshit of I try to attack a handicapped man and I try to beat him up at Comic-Con and all of this type of shit. It wasn't none of that.
I don't know where any of that came from.
Listen. I'm not saying that you said anything. Again, I'm just out here being transparent and talking about my shit and the timeline of our interactions.
And you're not seeing any inaccuracies, Talker, with what he's saying? Like what he's
saying? I was sitting there. He said something to me first. He told me not to smile at him. We had a couple words, and that was about it. It wasn't. I didn't think it was a thing.
Okay, so you guys actually had your face-to-face confrontation, and it looks like you guys were both just kind of
I was cool with it. It wasn't a big deal.
But you made it.
Again, that was it. I mean, for sure. You know what I mean? That was really, really it. Because it's like, oh, this dude really still think that I'm like laughing and joking around with him after all of this time. After all of these bad interactions and after all of this bullshit.
Now you're talking for me.
I'm talking for me.
I'm telling you what I think.
I'm telling you how I felt about it.
Oh, okay.
Well, and you're also Boog, you're also in a way you are kind of talking for him just right there, because you're saying that from your perception, you see Talker as thinking like all of this shit is a joke and it's still all funny to him when it's clearly not funny to you, right? That's what you're trying to get at. So, I mean, in a way, you are talking for him, but I think you're accurate because Talker's been saying that all of this shit's a joke, and from everything that Talker is saying is that he's still seeing all of this shit as being very light, like nothing, like
I
what
mean, yo, to keep it 100 up until probably that point, yeah, it was all very light. I mean, it was a heated exchange, but again, I didn't feel like we was about to fight or no shit like that. But yeah,
Same.
but up until that point, that was probably the most heated that it got for sure. So yeah, it was light in the sense that nobody was about to punch anybody, but I didn't think it was light because again, I've been seeing his rhetoric, seeing his obnoxious behavior. And just 5 minutes before that, it was that type of obnoxious
How do
behavior
you see it though? Unless you're on my channel, how do you see it?
Yo, what is this about me on your channel? I don't understand.
Because you keep saying you see it, but unless you're coming to me,
we already established
talked about that. You
we
don't
already
have to be
established
getting
that
the
people send us clips of each other's shit
Yeah,
or when
yeah.
somebody's talking about somebody else all the time.
Yeah,
we
we
sitting
all
there with a fucking phone full of screenshots that people sent you when you wasn't even around for none of that shit. So
yeah. So yeah,
stop
you don't
the
have
bullshit,
to
man.
that part. Yeah, we're past that part because we all have enough viewers where we can have shit sent to us. It doesn't necessarily mean that he clicked the subscribe button and hit the notification bell on your channel and all that shit. It doesn't necessarily mean
I
that.
saw your most recent video by somebody sending it to me, several people sending it to me. To keep it all the way 100, my wife is the one that showed me the shit because she was reading the comments and I'm like, I play the fucking video. So I sat there and watched the video with my wife.
Man, now what necessarily warranted that video, Talker? Like what was the thing that put you over
Called
the
him a
edge
bozo.
that you made him that
because I'm done, bro. Like I was done with YouTube, no more videos, walked away, did my last video, and then I got people sending me shit. And I'm like, well,
They
fuck
sent
it.
you a video of
I
me
can't
going
even walk
extra for
away
10
from
minutes?
shit.
Boog, I'm asking him a question. I want him to answer.
Yeah,
and,
no.
to be fair, Boog, for real, you have had more time talking in this stream
that's
than
right.
him.
Because you know what? I
give-
haven't been talking at all. I've been in my lane, chilling, being quiet. So yeah, I'm gonna talk my shit. But go ahead. You're right.
So what warranted that video? Like, because I really, I'm not going to comment on the video right now. You guys know how I feel about it. But what was the reason behind that? You're saying that you started to say that you were quitting YouTube. I want you to finish your thought, Talker.
I did my last video, washed my hands with YouTube, kind of did a signing out on my last video. And then I got people sending me shit where he's calling me a bozo and just a bunch of other comments and shit. And I'm like, dude, I can't even walk away without this dude like still commenting on me. Like, and then I say, stay in your lane. And then he literally just said, stay in your lane. You're not staying in your lane if you're calling me a bozo.
We went over the lane thing already. If you're talking
But
shit
he literally
for
just
years,
said
you have a
5
right
seconds
to get out of
ago.
your lane. You have a right to get out of your lane after so much time.
Okay.
The lane thing is expired.
I haven't did a video in months, Shart.
Right. And neither did I. I didn't do a video on you. I called you a bozo in a post. So this whole 10-minute video of you with all of these projections and all of this bullshit, Russ.
I think that shit was too far.
Russ,
that shit was way too far. What?
Russ, you've been to my house before. In fact, you'll probably be at my house again in a couple of weeks, and you'll have the whole house to yourself because I'll be somewhere else, right? So you know me, you know how I live, you know where I work, you've been to my job, you've been to my office, all of that type of shit.
Yeah.
Talker, you know how I live, you've been to my house, you know where I work.
It's jokes, bro.
Yo, stop with the it's joke shit. Answer the question. Do you know about my lifestyle? Do you know about my economic status? Do you know anything really about me?
I've been told some
Actually,
stuff.
quite a lot
if
more
I'm right or
spacious.
not. You can let me know if I
A lot
am
more
or not.
spacious than you would think. I mean, just being honest with you. Like,
I've been up to date on where you're at. I don't know if I'm correct or not, but you can let me know. Or actually, I don't really care, but you can still let me know if you want to. What part of my video was not correct? What was I wrong about?
You tell me what you was wrong about. Do you think you was wrong about anything? You think that was all
Do I think
peaches and
you
cream?
live in an apartment where you collect toys
Wait,
and you don't have a toy room?
can I backtrack
I
just a
think
little
so.
bit? Can I
You
just backtrack? Wait, I just want to backtrack on something just for a little bit here, and just for the sake of fairness, I think the expectations are a little bit one-sided here on because Talker, you've been talking like you admitted to talk all kinds of shit to Boog for a very long time. And you expect, and your expectations from that is for him to take things very lightly. And a lot of that shit he wasn't taking lightly, but he did stay in his own lane for a long period of time. I just from the just by looking at this, him calling you a bozo in a comment post compared to that video that
But
you
why is he calling me a
it
bozo?
just it no it just to me it's a bad look for you because it makes it look like, oh, I can dish it out, dish it out, dish it out, dish it out for years. And then on that one bozo comment, that inspired a whole 10-minute hater video. It makes you look super sensitive because I'm like,
The
well, shit.
video was a little extreme, Charlotte. You're absolutely right. When I did it, I thought it was funny. Was it a little extreme? Did I take it a little too far? Yeah, I probably did.
I
Well,
forgot one other thing before we get
well,
back on this.
I mean,
After
honestly, if you
after
saying you went
the
too far, do you want to apologize to Boog for
hold
posting
on,
that
hold on, hold
video,
on,
or is
hold
that
on
too
one second. Hold on one second.
because
I just wanna get the timeline right. After the whole Dan video situation, I forgot that you had sent me a message on Instagram, and this was our first time interacting on Instagram. You said, "Yeah, we definitely come from a different place. I just figured if you were going to be reposting my videos and talking about me, you could do it when I was around. I mean, you were the guy that told me that you stay in your own lane. Repost my videos kind of seems like you're in my lane." You know, he said all of this already on here, but again, I'm just getting the timeline of our interactions down. It's in stone here on the stream. He said, "Can I ask you a personal question? I've always wondered, it seems like you're extremely educated, what you do for work. You don't have to answer. Either way, nothing would love for you, book." I guess it was supposed to say nothing but love for you, book. So this
Nothing
is
but love, bro.
hold on. This is again his backhanded kind of compliments and little funny shit. What that says to me, again, it's another little dog whistle. You pretty smart for a black dude. What do you do for work? That's what that is. And you know what it also is in terms of asking me what I do for work. It's him fishing and reaching to try to see if his situation is better than my situation in some type of way, so he could use that for ammunition somewhere down the line.
You will find
So
the negative in every situation.
fast forward
You
to
just keep talking, dude. Because somebody else
fast forward
talk.
to this video the other day where he's talking about how I live, where I work, and trying to compare the situations and acting like he's some rich motherfucker and I'm some poor motherfucker taking the train and I live in a studio apartment and all of this bullshit. All lies, all innuendo. You don't know me. You don't know how I live. That's bullshit. Right or wrong?
It is all bullshit.
All right. So beyond that, which I know is bullshit,
some kind
again,
of
you sat there, you lied for 10 minutes straight. Before this, I said, you know what? This dude seemed like he's just a pathological liar. And I had this conversation with Russ before, or whatever the case may be. I'm like, this dude just be lying about all types of shit, I think.
Lying.
Once you did that video, I was like, all right, this dude is definitely a pathological liar. He's just full of bluster and bullshit, or whatever the case may be. The shit that really got me in a mode where it's just like I just want to like fold you in half is all of this dick sucking and you sucking dick and all of this dick and it's running down your chin and all of this wild shit. That in itself is some homophobic shit, man. If you don't understand that,
I don't understand it.
There are men that prefer the company of other men and would like to get their dick sucked by another man or suck another man's dick.
This is what we're talking about right now.
So for you to use it, like that,
Thanks for
try,
educating us on
so
it.
for you to use it in that way to try to disparage me or to try to take a shot at me, that is
called a dick
homophobic.
joke, bro.
Okay, that is
Homophobic. And
Homophobic.
And
It's called a dick joke.
And listen, as a heterosexual man, I feel like that type of shit is the most disrespectful thing you could say to a heterosexual man. I think that shit is way out of bounds. I think it's way beyond. I think it's way beyond even fighting words. People get killed for a lot less than that. I think that shit was. I think that shit was so. I think that shit was so out of bounds that, again, if Russ wasn't here to navigate this shit right here.
What?
Okay.
What?
Them's fighting words is what he's saying. Them's fighting words. You don't talk like that.
So,
is what it is.
Once again. At the root of this is toys. All of that shit that you were saying, all of that shit you was talking, it's bogus. It's not real. But none of that don't have nothing to do with the cost of giant.
I thought it was funny, but okay.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was funny, especially considering
my video either.
Especially you still talking about reposting a fucking video and you not taking no accountability for anything that you
talk
said
about what you did, not what I did, right?
All right.
So
let's just talk about one side of the story.
Okay, so one thing I do want to make very clear is that jokes like that are taken differently depending on where you're from. I understand that. Like there's depending on where you grow up and how you grow up and everything, jokes like that are taken differently. There's definitely a cultural difference over there. I myself I've been in a situation like that before too. So I think there should be a certain level of respect for that. You know what I mean? Like that if you know now at this point, I think that shit is not taken funny at all. It's not considered humorous. That it's going to that you're crossing a line when you do that now. You know that for a fact now.
I'm basically done with YouTube. Like I'm done. Like when he called me a bozo, I was like, fuck it, let's do one more video.
That you got nothing to lose.
If he wouldn't have called me a bozo, he would have never saw me again. Like, just blame me, not blame him.
But all of that
talk shit first, I talk shit more later. It's like that. You don't say my name, I don't say yours.
So that's the history, even though we already agreed that the history was you jumping out the fucking window from the beginning.
I was done.
You still acting like you a fucking victim. You still acting like you the victim though, even though the history
I'm not a victim. I don't give a fuck.
Well, no, you are actually kind of are though, because you're saying, "Oh, he called me a bozo." That deserves retaliation.
I don't care. He called me a bozo. I did a video.
If you don't care, then why you did a 10-minute video, lying your ass off, being disrespectful to the point that, you know?
Why do you take the time to call me a bozo?
Because you're not
one-to-one. Like
one was by your own admission, you are a fucking bozo.
Okay.
Okay. Stop.
And I did a funny ass video about you.
Boog, stop it.
Listen, he said he's clowning. He said he's a clown. He said he's a joker. That's what a bozo is.
Yeah, I said I'm a bozo.
Well, okay. Look, yeah, I just want the
look. This is the other thing. This is the other thing.
Anything at all right now.
This is the last thing.
And it's like, and it doesn't work for you. It doesn't work well for you calling him names like that. That shit. Just stop it. Just
the other thing that I'm like,
God damn.
The other thing that I think is an issue is the dueling sort of like fandoms and shit like that. Like, you know, I be trying to avoid.
I hate that shit so much.
I be trying to avoid that type of shit. I think when we get into that, we get into the weeds, and it's an irresponsible use of your power. You definitely wield some power on your side. I definitely wield some power on my side. So to see a bunch of people in the comments of a video that you posted that was so gross and so egregious, egging you on and saying, yeah, fuck Boog, and coming over to my channel and disrespecting me and cursing me out and all of that type of shit. That shit is the literal definition of toxic. It's bad. It's not good in any way, shape, or form. And I think that if you actually had friends in this community, they would have advised you against that. If I saw Russ post a video like that, I would probably have to fly to California to stop him to take that shit down. In fact, Russ has done videos before where he'll send it to me and be like, yo, you think I'm bugging out with this? And let me see it before he posts it or make edits or whatever the case may be. As his friend, I would never let him jump out the window like you jumped out the window. And it's clear that you don't really have much friends in this community. It's just people that want to see you crash and fucking burn. If they're in your comments, egging on that type of behavior, right? That shit is
you're sick. The only one with friends.
It's sick. It's sick. It's sick, man. It's sick.
Well,
I wouldn't set up my people on my side to come at you in that type of way, and I wouldn't use my power irresponsibly.
Doug won't shut his fucking mouth for 2 seconds. Like, is there an end to this? Like,
all right, let him.
An hour and a half.
All right, look, I'm gonna set a timer right here because I would like Talker to be able to speak a little bit longer. I really would. It's like, okay, it's 2:36 right now.
Say something substantive.
Say what?
I said, say something substantive. Say something that's real. Say something that is
just that. Okay, just
you're saying it for him, Boog.
Okay, just
why don't you just wrap the show up for him?
We don't have to wrap it up right now.
Look,
it's just
tell me where you want this. Tell me where you want this to end. I said what I had to say for the most part.
I'm good with it, bro. We can.
Tell me where you
listen.
There is like, I got nothing against you. Never have. Got no beef with you. Like, however you want it to end, bro. Like, I'm good with it. Like, I like, dude, we can fight forever. We can be best friends. Like, I don't give a fuck. However you want to do it is how I want to do it.
We will never be best friends. I don't respect you, man. I don't like you.
There you go, then.
I think you.
I guess we're done with this conversation then.
All right.
All right. We good?
Well, not really. It's not exactly the way I wanted to end it. I mean, I figured we could talk about the HasLab Giant Man all together and have
Dude,
but that's where I was kind of hoping.
I like it. I do.
You know what
I didn't do a video on it, but I like it. I
think it's a dope offering.
But I'm gonna back it.
Look, like I said, at the end of the day, that was a level of disrespect that I think that is way over the line. And if you're not ready to be like to apologize for that shit, then
I don't apologize.
Nope.
I'm not that guy.
And that's it. That's it. This was all
that's
for
what
nothing.
You're here for. You
so listen to this.
It's not that I even want an apology. I just want you to.
You wouldn't ask for one.
Listen. I think he deserves an apology because that bozo shit. That bozo shit.
I never got an apology for the shit he did, so he ain't getting one for the shit I did.
Say no more.
Okay, listen. All right, look. The bozo thing versus that 10-minute video thing.
No, it's not the bozo thing. It's the repost of my video trying to label me as a racist.
Say no more.
Wait. Okay. Getting that upset over that particular video?
Like, you want to delete your video? I'll delete my video. We can call it good.
Delete what video?
The video you reposted of me.
I honestly don't even know if that video was up because my video was
what do you want to do, Bug? Do you want to fight? You want to be friends? What do you want to do? Like, what do you want to do? You want to squash it? You want to keep going? Like, I'm trying with you, dude, but it just ain't going anywhere.
Look, here, can I ask you this? Look. I think there are definitely miscommunication things over here. The way things are being taken a little bit differently. Like some things that Talker says, or a lot of the things that Talker says, he's joking around, but on Boog's side, they're very insulting things that Talker doesn't realize that he's saying when he's saying them. Like he thinks he's just joking, but he's making crazy insults while he thinks he's just joking. Okay, I would like, since you understand that he doesn't find any of the homosexual jokes to be funny at all whatsoever,
and I do. That's him. That's me.
Okay, but and to be honest with you, dude, the shit is like super outdated because I have viewers that have been on my channel for a long time, like since the first year, that have been watching me still ever since. And some of them are homosexuals. And I would feel terrible about them having to experience hearing somebody say really disrespectful shit about them.
Really? Because I have homosexuals that watch my channel that say my shit's funny.
Well, I'm not trying to get specific. I'm talking just generally how I know most gay people will take your jokes. We could get into specifics, but generally speaking, I don't think most homosexuals are going to find that shit to be funny. Of course, we could find some that will, but for the most part, you're insulting a specific group of people by doing that shit. And look, whatever you say privately is one thing, but when you're going out publicly saying all that kind of shit, it's a whole different thing. And it
I got
also
it. Cool.
opens up the door. It to me, this shit's not cool. I'm just hoping that we can come to some kind of agreement at the very least. Now,
I thought I just tried to do that.
Talker, I hope you make some kind of effort to win Boogs, not win like as if it's something like that you are specifically going to go after forever, but over time, I hope some respect could be earned from Boog by your future actions. And I hope that we have some kind of path for that in the future. Because now that you understand that the homosexual jokes are not funny to him at all, they're only insulting to him, I hope that you would stop doing
I
that.
will. Absolutely will.
Now
I'm probably going to stop doing videos altogether.
Or comments. I mean, let's not hang on technicalities of words. I'm saying just overall approaching in general with that kind of behavior. I'm hoping that you knock that shit off. I'm just hoping that you could do that for the sake of.
Sure. I'm basically done with YouTube, bro. Like, it's done.
You're not done with YouTube. You're gonna make a collection video in Florida. You're not done.
I mean, that'll just be light. Like, I'm kind of
it's gonna be light, and then you're gonna do a video after that, reviewing a figure, saying, I knew walking in, I thought you fuckers were done with me, but
okay,
I got all this love in the comment section. I had to come back. Huh?
I'm done. I'm done fucking with you, Bug. I'm done. I'll never say your name again. I'm done with it. Like, I'm good. If you want me to delete the video, I'll delete the fucking video. Am I apologizing? Fuck no. I don't get down like that. But I will delete the video. I'll never say your name again. I just want to get off this fucking podcast, and I'm kind of cool with it. Like, once again, I got nothing against either one of you guys. Bug, come see me in Florida. I'll take you fishing. Listen. I know you said we can't be boys. Maybe we can. Who knows? Like, if I see you in Comic-Con, I can buy you a fucking sandwich. Whatever you want, bro. Like, I'm not looking for a fight here. And I'm also not afraid to get into one. So whatever you guys want to do, I'm good with.
Well, this is what I want. I want there to be a mutual respect for each other, and I want this to get de-escalated. He's talking about deleting the video, Boog. Do you think it's fair you delete the video from Comic-Con if you didn't delete it already?
I don't think the video from Comic-Con is up
that
anymore.
Video, I think that's a fair enough. I mean, because clearly that's what Talker would like to see out of it.
There's no.
If you guys both delete each of those videos, I think that would be at least a good start in trying to, meet in the middle. There's never these you dipshits with your L's. Get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit. It's not like a fucking competition. It's not a boxing match. It's not a boxing match. It's not about that. It's about trying to build respect for each other. I said trying to build respect, Johnny. Scott Hughes, go fuck yourself. L.
It's deleted. We good, Bug, or what?
You deleted the video. Like I said, I don't think
we
that.
Good or not? What are we doing?
I think he's trying to delete his.
I don't think that video is up because again, all of my videos had gone down. I don't think I put that up. I haven't even gotten back to putting up on my videos.
I don't care about that video. Delete it or not, Bug. Like, I don't want to do a fucking 10-hour podcast about this bullshit. Are we good or not? I don't care either way. Whatever you want to do. I deleted the video. What do you want to do?
Dude, that's a huge step, man. I mean, I really think that's a huge that's a big move right there, Talker. I appreciate him
Thanks,
doing
bro.
I mean, listen, the as far as the
Yeah.
video is concerned, on both accounts, really, the damage is already done. Like it
Okay,
is
I
what
don't
it
have
is.
a time machine.
He can't go back in time.
It is it is what it is. I think that shit was like super duper egregious, man. I think
Okay, so now what do you want to do?
But out of
I'm not,
respect, but I think he's trying to look. I think he did that out of respect for you, Boog.
I think that a lot of especially in the past especially in the past like couple months, you know, people that um sympathize with this guy and platform this guy, there's been a lot of back and forth. And I think that if an accurate timeline and an honest remembering of the facts were in order in other situations, that it would be a better overall situation for everybody involved, for the whole community too. So I'm not opposed to doing that in other situations because, again, I feel like my words have been, especially as of late, taken completely out of context, and then based on that inaccuracy, it's been people been forming a lot of opinions and a lot of shit, and I've been getting a lot of like, you know, hate mail, so to speak. Um, and I think that as wielders of power, that it's probably good that, you know, more of these type of discussions happen and shit like that. But I don't think that Talker really wants to take full accountability for some of this shit, you know. But it's all good. Deleting the video,
I already deleted it.
it's a step in the right direction. If my video is still up, then I'll take it down. But I definitely don't think we're gonna be friends, though. It's not. I just don't respect you. I don't like you.
Well, you guys
But
don't have to like each other right
yeah,
now.
that's fine. That's fine. But I'm also not gonna.
But I
What
think
I will say is that I'm not gonna attack you. I'm gonna say what's real. I'm gonna be on my podcast tonight, ACBA podcast, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my channel. I'll be giving a little more insight, talking
Did you
about
just sneak in a plug, Bug?
a little bit more,
Did you just sneak that in?
talking about this a little bit more. But I'm not gonna attack anybody. I don't want anybody again that fucks with me to attack anybody on my behalf. I'm really just trying to take down the temperature. And that's really why I agreed to this shit, is to just take down the temperature, because I felt like it was getting to a space where like it's not good. So
I think it would be good if if you guys all like would both take it one step further of neither of you talking shit about each other. And I mean like literally like, you know, whether like in every way possible, even if it's like sleight of hand, and you know what I mean? Sometimes we like to get technical, you know what I mean? I don't want to, even if you don't mention their name, but you say something, you know, and put like capital nice, you know what I mean? Like something like not dog whistling, not talking
yeah,
shit.
no, I'm definitely guilty. I'm definitely guilty of that. But like, you know, like I've been saying, like you're not gonna just be coming at me 10 and 20 times and I ignore like 7 of those times, and not to think that I'm gonna say something. So, not gonna defend myself and stand up for myself at all. Like it is.
Yeah, I
don't
get
think you
it.
can-
Big,
I don't think you
said
can.
that. We get it.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think Talker. So you don't really blame him for retaliating after so much time, right?
Bro, it's all in fun.
You know what it is with me though? It's just that like I'm not trying to like.
But
I
the
don't
thing
think
is
that,
that wait, one thing though is that we say that it's all in fun, but there's like, dude, like there's gay people that literally get murdered just for being gay.
Bro, come
Like,
on,
it's a
start.
real fucking thing.
What does this have to do with toys, bro? Come on.
I know that's what I'm saying. Yeah, why
great-
bring
that's
it up?
a
great question. What
Yeah,
is
I thought we just
what does
squashed
my
it, now we're going in a
so-called
circle,
shitty
bro.
studio apartment have to do with the cost of
I
journalism?
reached my hand out. I asked you if you want to go fishing. I asked if you want me to buy you a sandwich. What the fuck do you want?
I'm sorry. Oh wait, no, I mean like, look,
Bro, I see a
I'm trying to
Comic-Con,
joke.
buy you a fucking sandwich. We'll go over to Sin Deli, we'll fucking have a good lunch. Like, what the fuck, bro? You
I'm
can
just
dwell on
saying.
the past, or you can move forward.
Okay, you already agreed that you don't want to be joking around like that. I'm just saying that you're saying it's just all in good fun, but when you do it for everybody else to see like that, it opens it there's there are people that like to hurt gay people for just being gay. That's the thing that
I don't know what that has to do with this, Shark.
is because the video that you just deleted, it had a
Sure, I
bunch
have friends that are gay. I have black friends, Mexican friends, Asian friends. I don't mean anything by anything.
okay. So look,
But when a
I don't
comedian
want to
tells jokes, he just tells jokes. I'm not a comedian, but I'm trying to tell jokes.
Listen,
right,
man. When
right.
it's a very funny double standard with a lot of this stuff. And again, a lot of the people that support you, they keep dwelling on and harboring on me saying that I told a joke, and it's not okay for me, but it's surely
I
okay
can't
for
help
you.
what they do, just like you can't help what your viewers
But
do.
it's surely
That
okay
no,
for
that's
you.
not true. That's not true. That's why we're doing this, is
Uh,
because
yeah,
that's
that's
the reason
absolutely
why.
not true
How
because
is that true?
because I don't weaponize my following. I don't do that.
I don't tell people to
I
go after
never
you,
done that.
bro.
What do you think? What do you think is going to happen when you put up a video like the one that you put up, personally attacking me and saying all of this wild shit?
Okay,
That is riling up
here we go
your.
with the time
That is
machine,
riling
bug.
up your
Here we go with the
followers.
time
What
machine.
do you mean? That is
The
the
video was
exact
deleted, bro. Let it
definition
go.
of weaponizing your
Let it
followers.
go.
Look. If he's saying he's not going to be doing it anymore, then yeah, we should let it go. Because then what else are we doing now? We're just complaining about something that
I mean,
happened.
listen, man.
But the understanding.
I told you how I felt. I'm straight. I'm good.
Okay,
Like you said.
okay, cool. Because to Talker's credit, we are going in circles here. All right,
Yeah.
um. So I think we have an understanding. I think we get each other a little bit better now. I have a better understanding of the timeline of what's going on over here.
And just to be clear again, because just clearing up some of these misconceptions, you're not handicapped, right?
I did have a bad wreck, but I don't think I'm handicapped.
All right, I'm not handicapped either. All right.
Okay.
Also, toxic is toxic. Again, I think that a lot of the behavior that you have um, exhibited is some toxic shit. Um, I don't think that just criticizing Hasbro or criticizing any company for that matter is toxic. I don't believe that. That's another lie that's being perpetrated. That's not what I said. My words are being totally used
If
out
you
of
say
context.
anything negative at all, then like so basically like you
Also, my
you
my
say,
my my words as far as the toxic comment were in the live chat of the Hasbro stream when they revealed the Giant Man, and I said, let the toxicity begin as people were being toxic, cursing, whatever, saying wild shit like all of the live chats are. It's not just Marvel Legends, it's Star Wars, it's G.I. Joe when they be going nuts at Emily and saying all of this wild shit. That's the toxic shit that I was talking about. I did not direct that to anyone in particular. So for somebody to take that and act like I directed it to them or I was saying that any criticism of Hasbro was toxic, and again perpetuating this bullshit like I'm just some Hasbro shill or some shit. Like I don't appreciate that shit. And again, that is also weaponizing your following and oh yeah, fuck Bug. Like no. I don't do that. I don't do that with the people that follow me. I wouldn't do that. I hit
Are you just talking on yourself right now? Because I don't know what this has to do with
well,
me.
I
I'm
think
putting
he's
it out
talking about
there.
I
I'm
think you're
putting it
talking
out
about other
there to
people more than
dispel some of the
Talker.
bullshit as of late. I'm just
Okay.
being transparent. That's it.
All right. So
I'm not saying that you had anything necessarily to do with that, but you are loosely associated because it is the people that you hold court with.
that okay, but a little bit unfair though, because that's not stuff that he's deliberately said. That's you're referring to a lot of stuff that
Listen,
other people have said.
he used quotes and this and that from those same people that um, delivered those quotes to him. So come on, let's not play semantics here. Like it is what it is.
Is that
But
true?
whatever. Whatever.
Is that true? Or
It's all good. It's all good. I'm
Talker, is
good.
that true? So are you sending quotes from what other people post and sending them to Boog?
People sent me a bunch of shit, actually. When they heard this shit was coming, I got all kinds of shit.
I'm sure you did.
All right. So look, I think we have. Look, there's two things I really want to say here, and one of which is I just want us to say that I think we've come to a certain understanding of each other, right? Like we've kind of. I think it's just good for both sides to not talk shit about each other. It's just not in anyone's best interest at this point, right?
I'm good with that.
Okay, cool. Whether it's dog whistle shit talk or any kind of shit talk, beating around the bush kind of shit, even if you don't say their name, if you're referencing them in some kind of way, that counts.
Agreed.
Okay,
cool.
If I call a motherfucker a dick
awesome.
sucker, I'm not referring to anybody in specific. I'm just making jokes.
If you call what?
If I say dick sucker, I'm not referring to anybody. I'm just making a joke.
Okay, so it's
like,
not.
Don't take it like it's towards you because I'm just making a joke.
Okay.
If I say dick sucker and you think I'm making fun of you, Bug, then that's the problem right there.
You still you don't learn. You really just don't learn.
If I do a video and I make jokes, it's not aimed at anybody. It's just
listen, man. Listen, if you just make a random video and you saying dick sucker throughout the video and I'm not mentioned in any way, shape, or form, then I can't say nothing about that. You made a 2-minute video mentioning my fucking name. Like, what the fuck are you saying?
We already agreed to not bring up names, bro.
No, he's saying that he still wants to make Boog. He's saying he still wants to make his homosexual jokes. He's just making it clear that those homosexual.
Man.
He's just saying that those jokes are not going to be about you. That's all.
Your prerogative, man. That's your prerogative.
So you'll get to say that.
I just sat here and agreed to taking down the temperature, and I think that was the goal for this from the beginning, and that's what I said.
Now, again, I will say this as before we get out of here. If you're a Boog, if you're a fan of Boog and you don't like Talker, you should show Talker some respect for him engaging in this conversation and doing this. If you're a fan of Talkers and you don't like Boog, you should have a certain level of respect for Boog.
I do agree with that. I do agree. Like I didn't think you would do this, Boog. I thought it was great that you did. I'm not.
Well, I was advised against it. I was heavily advised against doing this.
I can see why you would be, but I'm glad you did. On my part, I think we're cool. Your part, I don't know, but
I think
much respect to Boog for even coming on here.
Look, I think this is a good start. You took down the video, and he didn't even have to pull your arm to do it or anything. It was like you pretty much volunteered to take it down, so that was very cool, and I think that's a good place to start. I don't want to take up a whole bunch more of your time. Okay, you guys have been here for a long time, but I have to ask this one last thing in all seriousness, and this is for me. And if you guys could just give me honest opinions with this question, don't beat around the bush. Just give me your honest opinion, and I want an honest answer from each of you. Don't get mad. I really want to know what you guys think of the HasLab Giant Man. I am dead serious. Just for a moment, could we just each talk about the HasLab Giant Man?
Absolutely.
I want us to talk about action figures at least once on this live stream before we close out. I will let Talker go first because Boog, you got more time today.
I'll start the dick sucking. I loved it. I thought it was great. I like the price. I like the size. I like the toe articulation. I'm just fucking with you, Shard. I don't give a shit about that. The only thing I would have liked to seen, I was really expecting a wasp or a yellow jacket, as a tier. Mm-hmm. So when they didn't show that and they just did the faceplates to me, they don't. I know some collectors that means a lot. To me, I just want the Giant Man. I have the Build-A-Figure Giant Man. I didn't care about the faceplates. I also have the Super Scroll Giant Man. So when they showed that, I can see how that would be attractive to some people. So I'm happy for those people. The only way they could have improved upon it was to throw in a yellow jacket, which I have the old one, but I would like an update on that one.
A 6-inch yellow jacket?
Yes.
But what if people didn't want the Giant Man? They would be just out of the new Yellow Jacket. Then that would be a big bummer, right?
You always find the negativity in everything I say, Shart.
Yeah.
Then buy the fucking
I'm
Giant Man.
So buy the Giant Man.
Go on
and then,
eBay and buy the Yellow Jacket for fucking $150.
it's actually not. Yeah, or you could just or sell off the Giant Man and keep the Yellow Jacket.
There you go.
There's a solution. I actually did like that they had bonus figures because I wanted those other HasLabs. You know what I mean? So for me, it would. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen that. That was my only gripe, but I'm not even that mad about it because I know that on Friday they're going to announce a bunch of Ant-Man or they're going to announce an Ant-Man, probably a 6-inch Giant Man, right? From so they're probably going to announce a 6-inch Giant Man and a Wasp figure. They kind of teased that already, so they're probably going to announce those eventually on Friday. But yeah, that was my only gripe with it too, was that it didn't come with any 6-inch figures. Boog, what do you think of the HasLab Giant Man? Okay.
I love it. I think it's a fair price. I think it's a great improvement on the Toy Biz figure. So I don't really see much of a issue getting it funded. I'm actually looking up to see where it is right now too.
Oh, it's probably around 44% or something like that.
48.77 as of right this moment. 33 days left. I'm with you on. I think that we'll see a bunch of supporting cast of characters leading up to the HasLab wrapping up. So I think that'll get them over the hump. I think at the end of the day, it's probably going to be maybe just below 20,000. I think everybody will get off the fence soon and make a purchase. But I'm definitely copping. I'll probably cop two. I think it's a great topper for the Avengers 60th anniversary program. So I think it's good. I don't know. I think the fact that it's not a lot to complain about is going to get them a win this time. It's not too much to complain about, really. Yeah, it would have been nice if they actually went all out and given us more, more opportunities to get figures and stuff like that. But we can't please everybody, especially considering how the last thing went. They played it safe. I think they'll get a win, and that'll be that. I would be very surprised if it only got to the 10,000, but I know for certain it'll at least get to 10,000. So
yeah. See, now that I think the last tier is the Super Scroll head, right?
Yeah.
What kind of concerns me a little bit is people possibly canceling their extra order, because a lot of people are getting two so that they could have a giant Super Scroll.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's looking like, it looks like we're not gonna hit that mark, I'm worried about people canceling their second order and bringing it down even further.
Is that a big perk for you, that Super Skull head?
It's a pretty good. I think it's a pretty good perk. It actually.
Are you gonna buy two then?
I do want to get two of them for the sake of having the
two.
Huh?
And display two or sell one?
No. Keep two of them.
Uh-huh.
One with the Super Scroll head and one with the regular head. But I still have the Marvel Universe Super Scroll Giant Man one. So ideally it would be awesome if I could get two, but if it looks like that tier for the Super Scroll Giant Man head isn't going to make it, then I'm going to be like, well, then what the fuck?
Right.
The second one now, I don't have any, so I may cancel the second one and just walk away happy, dropping only $200 plus shipping and tax for just the one Giant Man and just be cool with that. Cause I think $200, I think it's a ridiculously fair price, not an amazing price. I don't feel like I'm getting a deal. I think it's fair, as fair can be. It's just right where it should be worth.
I agree with you on that for sure.
That's one thing we all agree on.
I think that they may try to pull something else out of the hat too. I think there may be one more tier, especially if they start looking like they're in trouble towards the end.
They might do that. I would hope that they would do that, and if they did do that, it would have to be a 6-inch.
That's specifically why I don't fund it until the very end for shit like that.
Did you not back it yet? Are you waiting till the very end?
I wait till like 2 days before, just because
You're one of those.
that,
Okay,
I'm
you're
waiting
one
for
of those.
that last tier, like with
I
Galactic.
haven't backed it yet either, so I'm just kind of
Oh, what? Oh, God damn it!
I'm not
Because
concerned
you
though. Like,
gotta
Holy
hold out,
fucking
bro.
shit! Now I
If
hate
nobody
both of
backs
you.
it till
God damn
the
it!
end,
I'm sure there are 7,000 people that are in the same exact boat right now that is just waiting around, that they know that they're going to back it and they are pretty confident that it's going to get backed, and they're just waiting. I don't know what it is, why I do that, but I do that too. So it is what it is.
That's
I'm
weird.
I'm hoping they get stressed and throw in another tier. That's why I'm personally doing it.
Yeah. All right. Before you guys leave, we have super chats over here. I'm not
these are
sharing
gonna
this
be fun.
shit with anybody. All right, because I'm gonna get. I have the most to lose from doing this fucking shit. So I'm keeping all the money. I'll split it with you guys. I don't even know how much it is, but it looks like Boog is the only one who can talk. Yeah, you did talk the most. However, before this, Talker did talk the most. So it is that. Idiocracy available on DVD. Sunny Channel doing a plug. All right, make sure you. Hopefully, I can find one on Blu-ray. Laser Pants saying is Idiocracy is also free on the internet. And did you know this is all about Idiocracy? I'm sorry. I find that to be hilarious.
I don't know the joke. Is there a joke behind it?
Oh, Sunny, the Sunny Channel. Sunny was in that movie. He was in that movie, Idiocracy. So he's like plugging himself in, like, in a kind of way. That probably happened while I probably brought up Street Human September 11th. Hope you support the Kickstarter. Idiocracy is also free on. If I don't shamelessly plug, I mean, then I'm gonna hate myself forever. All right. Did you know Idiocracy predicted Crocs? Yes, I saw that TikTok. It was 1 minute clip I saw talking about it. Whose channel is this again? This is my second channel. I talked about at the beginning of why it's on the second channel. Talker inviting Boog to his oceanfront property in Florida is a low blow. He knows black people can't swim.
Sorry about that, Bug.
You know what's kind of crazy is that like the swimming champion at my high school was a black guy.
Yeah.
Just to throw that out there.
That's uncanny.
Yeah. And dude, the guy was amazing. He was super fast. Like it was pretty crazy. But Shart, can you please try to be unbiased? Thank you.
I thought you were, Shart. I thought you did a pretty good job.
Thank you, Talker. I mean, I try my best, but that will never be enough for everybody.
It never is. It never is.
It never will be. Yeah, but Casual Collector, I appreciate you coming through, and I see you in the comments section, man. So thank you for watching. The Wolf Pack, what up? Boog thinks he's holier than thou. Talker thinks he's smarter than he is. So we're right back where we started.
I agree with all of that.
We are not right back where we started. Talker should be serving 20 to life in the state pen for calling Ryan and Dan the Asian Barbie twins. I thought the
once again, I took it back.
I really think the apology was sincere too. It didn't seem like he was trying to be funny with his apology either. I'm half white too, and my Mexican mom is way more racist than my dad. Oh, yeah. That's actually, oh God, Latinos could be really, really, really bad. Yeah, my dad would say racist shit by accident, and my mom could say racist shit more on purpose. Like it, but at the same time, I feel like there's kind of there's differences there. Where like in Latin culture, there's more of a commingled history with a lot of different races that doesn't justify it, but it's just different. It's just different. It's just a different experience. Does Boog agree with Dan Larson's 2020 IG posts suggesting Trump voters should be hit in the mouth? MB Boog can host the next poll. Oh, maybe Boog can host the next Pulse Gun. Dan Larson's 2020 IG posts suggesting Trump voters should be hit in the mouth. That's it. I thought like Trump voters should get kicked in the face. No, I'm just I think they all deserve to be kicked in the face with the glasses on still.
I don't know. I know Dan's gotten a lot of heat over the past
in all
couple years.
honesty, oh, say that again.
No, I'm saying I know Dan has gotten a lot of heat over the past couple of years for his political stance, but I respect him for standing his ground, because he's been getting a lot of backlash for standing his ground on his political ideology, what he believes. So I give him props for that.
You could say what you want to say, you know what I mean? It could be, fuck Trump or fuck Biden, whatever. To be honest with you, for me personally, I would rather leave politics out of toy content. Like that's just my personal preference. Even when I agree with it, there's times where it makes me cringe, and I'm like, damn, I agree with this shit, but not now. I don't want to fucking hear it now.
Yeah, a lot of people
no matter
like
what it is. That's another reason why this live stream is on this channel instead, because I knew we would be talking about some of this shit, and I don't want it on the Shardamus Prime channel, because the Shardamus Prime viewers deserve to keep that shit out of their content if that's not what they signed up for. Trouble Bubble is in stock on Hasbro Pulse right now. All right. Laser Pants shilling for Hasbro. Laser Pants shilling for Hasbro on my channel. Hey, if this is the place to do it, like if there's a place to do it. Shart Boog embarrassed himself. I see again. I think both of them deserve respect for coming out here and doing this. So I don't think it's an embarrassment for anybody. The fact that they came here man to man and both said at each other, I give you guys both a lot of respect for doing this. Not everybody would do it. There's some serious bitch ass motherfuckers that will avoid a confrontation at all costs, that are just too scared to confront somebody on this shit, and they're both here doing it.
All right. I'm good on the jokes or whatever this is. I'm good. ACBA podcast tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my channel. That's it. I'm out of here.
Oh, you got to run? Okay.
All right. Guys.
All right. Love you, bro. Hey, take care. I'm going to read through the last of these super chats real quick. Yeah, I mean, that's over 2 hours. That's okay. He's got stuff to do. Props to both guys for agreeing to do this. It was a bit of a train wreck, but I had to watch. Not much was resolved, but at least it was entertaining. I mean, we're talking about years here. The expectations of like, both of you guys just all of a sudden being like, oh, you know what? You're my new favorite person of all time. That's not going to fucking happen. But I think progress was made in the right direction. Well, what was the beef about before Talker's video? We went over that in the stream, bro. I chugged 3 Mountain Dews and 8 10.
Joey, I love you, bro. I love you, Joey. Don't no bad blood with me, bro. I got nothing but love for you. That's good.
Good one, Joey. You got him. You got him. Venomic Studio says, I really am excited for Street Humans. Hey, thank you. Plug it one more time, bro. It deserves to be pushed. Hey, hopefully it does. You know what I mean? I think
Hope it makes it.
Thank you. I think it's something that I think people would really enjoy in their collection. I've played with the Buck Body a whole lot. It's a really fun figure. Well worth $2 to say congratulations, Rob. Congratulations on the move and everything. All right, cool. That was it. So those are all the super chats. Thanks again, Laser Pants, for reminding me to go through all those, to make sure I read all of those. I think there's one more. Okay, yeah, that was it. All right, Talker, thank you so much for doing this once again. Just want to make sure I'm all caught up. Didn't miss anything. Okay, cool. So yeah, it looks like we're good right over there. Street Humans is a scam. How dare you? No way. It's not even launched yet, so how could it be? Damn. So anyway, right on. Thank you, Talker.
We'll start
making it.
I I thought it was cool, man. Whatever. It did get a little boring towards the end, but it was fun. I'm glad I did it. And
Right
then
on.
just stay up, man. Nothing but love for you.
Likewise, man. Love you too,
I don't
man.
want to suck your dick in front of everybody, but I thought you did a great job.
Thanks. I thought, you did it. Yeah, you did well yourself. I thought you stayed cool the whole time, and appreciate you, like taking that video down. And I think moving forward, I think it should be better. And yeah, you're gonna have more content after you get to Florida.
A little bit. Maybe some fishing videos or something.
Yeah,
Bring the fam, come
so you're
on
gonna
down.
see.
You're always welcome.
You're gonna see that you're gonna have a lot of extra time in the day being all retired over there. You're gonna be like, oh my god, I have nothing else
That's
to do.
why
I might as well post a video. Might
when
as
I was
well.
packing up the toys, I was like, you know what? Maybe I do need a decent toy room out there.
Yeah.
I'll be back. It'll be a while, but I'll be back.
All right. Well, hopefully the move happens nice and smooth and everything. And
I just signed on the house today, so everything's going in a real good direction.
all right. Hey,
Big
congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah. All right, man.
Cool. Later, bro.
Appreciate it. We'll talk. All right. Thank you all for coming into the stream. And stay tuned on my Shardamus channel. I'll probably have another video on Rust Toy Reviews sometime. I don't know when. But yeah, that's it, you guys. Hope everyone does well.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. It was good. All right, later, guys.
Catch you guys later. Peace.